The Louie Tee Network is powered by MusicHead University. MusicHeads, classes in session. Turn me up. Enroll on YouTube now. Link is in the description.
Who else could it be but me, your man, Louie Tee? Welcome to the Command Post Game Live. You know what it is. Post up. Take command. My demon is back. My demon is back. We back in the building, baby. Chill. Bop, 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 bop. The demon is back. Oh, it feels good. Man, it feels good to be a gangster again. What a difference a week makes. What a difference it makes when you got your GOAT back in the saddle. Huh? That felt good. Hey, I'm taking all Joe Witt Jr. apologies. I got my Joe Witt Jr. apology box right here. Y'all want to drop some apologies in the box? It's right here. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't want to give him credit. I'm taking all Marshawn Lattimore apologies right here in the box. No apologies. Nah. Luke McCaffrey, Lukey baby. No Luke McCaffrey apologies. The box is right here. I got a box right here. All apologies. Put them in the apology box. I'll read a couple of them before we get out of here, man. Y'all are so disrespectful. Some of y'all. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I told y'all that last week. How nasty some of you were. You thought the season was done. We didn't have our GOAT, and you thought the season was done? What? Hey, if you are who you say you are, prove it. That's all I ever ask. If you are who you say you are, prove it. What did they do tonight? They proved it. They went out and they got it done and they proved it. And I couldn't be more proud of these fellas. That was not an easy environment to go into and play. And not only did they go out there and they play really well, they went out there and they dominated. 3-score victory. Who the hell saw that shit coming? Not me. Not me. I'd be lying through my damn teeth if I sat here and told you I thought we was going to win the game by 3 scores. I told y'all I wasn't even confident in this one. But I said, there's 2 reasons why I'm still riding for my guys. It's 2 reasons. 1, 5 is back. I got my demon back. Don't tell me he don't make no goddamn difference. I had people last week looking me in my eyes and telling me we would have still lost the game even if Jayden played because this defense is so trash. And I said, this defense ain't as bad as last year's defense. Stop that shit. Stop it. Stop. And I said, wait till I get my demon back. He wasn't playing well in the first 2 weeks when we saw him, and he's not healthy. If he's wearing a knee brace, he shouldn't be out there. Shut your ass up. Give me my damn demon back. He's back. Surprise. The demon's home. The demon's home. One of them ones is back in the saddle. So that was the reason number 1 why I was confident. Still, despite not being as sold on us going on the road, something we hadn't done all season and won. We hadn't even led for a second of a game on the road. And number 2, I told y'all this Chargers offensive line is banged up. So go beat them up. Yum, yum, eat them up. Yum, yum, eat them up. Joe, apply pressure. He said, this shit ain't working, huh? I said, nah, that 4-man rush, nah, that shit ain't working. Add a 5th rusher, Joe. He said, all right, I got you, bro. We added a 5th rusher, and the shit went haywire. They couldn't protect. We stopped the run like we always do. Yep. Justin Herbert had 60 yards rushing. Trey Lance had 11 yards rushing. You had a Quentin Johnston 9-yard run. That's 80 yards rushing by 3 non-running backs. Now, ask me how the other dudes did. Ask me how the running backs did. Less than 4 yards a carry. Again. With almost 30 carries. Again. Because we stopped the run. If you ain't running outside zone like the damn Atlanta Falcons, you ain't got shit for us. We'll stop that. We'll stop it. Y'all need to apologize to Joe Witt Jr. Y'all was flagrant last week. Downright nasty today. Fire Joe Witt was the chant from some of y'all. He needed to be better. And I wasn't disputing that. But y'all was nasty last week. Y'all need to get y'all asses in gear. But you know what the biggest fun of the day was? They unleashed B.I. Double. Finally, we've been begging for it. Let that man loose. Free Bill. Feed Bill. Feed him. Let him eat. He's starving. His back and his stomach are touching. They're one and the same. Feed that man. They fed him. And he ate good all night long. He even fumbled. Not his fault. Not even charging that to his account. Andrew Wiley, you come front and center and you answer for your transgressions, for allowing an immediate defender in the backfield. But no worries. I said, I looked DQ in his eye. I said, DQ, don't you feed me C-Rod after this fumble. You let the young fella atone for his sin. Put him back out there. He's a dog. Let him eat. Let him hunt. DQ said, we here. DQ went over, loved him up, tapped him on the helmet, said, hey, bro, don't worry about it. We coming back to you. Don't worry about it. You good. We got that football back after the interception. We're going to get to those turnovers forced by this defense. But the Mikey interception, and he put Bill back on the field, and I said, attaboy, DQ. Attaboy. That's how you show your players we ride. Bad boys for life. You say you BMFs? You say that you are heavy hitters. Don't talk about it, be about it. If you are who you say you are, prove it. That's the mantra this year. If you are who you say you are, prove it. You know what they did tonight? They were some bad motherfuckers. You know what they did tonight? They showed that they a heavy hitter. It ain't easy to go on the road and play a 3-1 Chargers team and go and beat them up the way we beat them up. We beat them up. They got off to a fast start, and then we out-physicaled them. We beat them up in the trenches like we were supposed to. They were at a disadvantage in the trenches, and we beat them up. Jayden wasn't under duress. They protected. They ran the football. How much we run for tonight? I'm curious. I'm actually curious. How much we run for tonight? Commanders ran for 163 yards on 28 carries. Bill with 111 on just 14 carries. Yeah. That's what type of time we on right now. That's what type of time we on. Over our season average of 154 yards. 163 on just 28 carries. Roughly 6 a pop. Somewhere in that neighborhood. That's how we living. We dominated the trenches. Slow start. I will admit, slow start wasn't what I was looking for from this team. I was really disappointed with the start. Here we go again with this bullshit. On the road, slow start. Here we go down 10-0 again. This is looking a lot like Green Bay. 3 and out after the Chargers went down. You had a dumb penalty. I said, that's what bad teams do. You hold them to 3, and then you jump off sides on a kick that you're not going to block. Mikey, you're not blocking a kick. What are you doing, bro? Come here. Come here. Sit down. Let me ask you, what are you doing, guy? Huh? What do you think you're doing here? You're not going to block this kick, bro. It's 4th and 5. You're never aggressive on 4th and 5. You can be aggressive on 4th and 9, 4th and 3rd. It's 4th and 5. You can't afford to be offsides, bro. Just let them have the 3 points. You end up giving up a touchdown because of that bullshit. They should have been 0 of 2 in the red zone. Not 1 of 2, 0 of 2 if that penalty doesn't happen. But you know what? It happened. They end up getting another field goal. That was a long one. 55 yards. He drills it. That's their kicker, though. Dicker the kicker. He's like that. 10-0. And then the offense comes back out, and they don't do shit again. And you're like, okay, here we go again with that bullshit. And now they're driving, and they hit QJ, and they're in field goal range now. And the question now is are we going to hold them to a field goal, or are they going to score another touchdown? Are we about to get blown out here? And then Quan Martin. I challenged you, Quan. Guilty as charged. I was talking shit. You talking shit, bitch? Yeah, I was. Guilty as charged. You got me, Quan. Hands up. I'm going to go ahead and put them behind my back. You got me, Quan. You got me, bro. I was talking shit. That was a big hit. You didn't peanut punch the bitch out, but we were flying around today. Frankie was flying around. Payne was flying around today.
Payday Payne.
We was flying around today. Quan was flying around today. We was flying around. Jordan McGee was flying around today. We look faster on defense. Why? Because we put faster guys on the field. We ain't got a lot of them, but it's nice when you actually use what you have. Jordan McGee was playing some football today. Hey, thank you for making an adjustment, Joe Witt Jr. We shouldn't have to beg for athleticism to be put on the field, but at least you heard our cries. They didn't fall on deaf ears. You said, I hear y'all. We need to put some speed on the field. We look faster today. We hit today. We were more physical than the Los Angeles Chargers. We beat them up. We beat them up. And I loved it. That fumble that Quan Martin forced changed everything. It went from gloom and doom, oh shit, we suck again. It went from doom and gloom to, oh no, we suck again. To 5 saying, all right, enough of this shit. I got my feet wet. I've been out a couple of weeks. Took me a couple of drives to get my shit together. I'm here now. Y'all ready? Let's go ball. The run game started to pick up. Jayden started using his legs effectively. Jayden started hitting guys, pinpoint accuracy. And all of a sudden, here we go. Here we go. And the game was never the same. That fumble forced by Quan Martin was huge. It gave us life. We talk about ball is life. It gave us life. We were on life support. We needed oxygen. That turnover gave us life. We can breathe again. We can breathe again. And from that point on, we took over the whole damn game. They started making the mistakes. They started self-destructing. We started taking advantage of their mistakes. Earlier, it was us making the mistakes and them taking advantage of it. We got the 4th down stop. You got the stop in the red zone, got the interception. You got off the field on enough 3rd downs in a row to allow the offense to get into a rhythm. You executed in the 2-minute before the halftime break, got the field goal, scored after the half. You did the things that winning teams do. You did them today. Pat yourself on the back. One game. Now I want to see you take this momentum, turn it into a 2-game win streak on Monday versus the Bears in the Battle Blacks. I would love to get Cosme and Terry and Noah back. It may not happen, but we'll see. We got an extra day. But it's time for a 3-4 game win streak. That's what's on the docket. That's what we need. We missed that opportunity by losing to Atlanta. We should be tied for first place with the Philadelphia Eagles. We missed that opportunity. Don't worry. We'll get another chance. The Eagles aren't good. Like, they're not like that. They found ways to win, but they not like last year's team. This ain't that. Trust me when I tell y'all, and I've been trying to tell y'all, they'll get theirs. I'm not tripping off of them. They'll get theirs. We got to take care of us. We got to take care of us. Just know you're about to get a lot of hate from Philadelphia Eagles fans now. You know why? Because now we're a threat. We knocking on the door. They ain't undefeated no more. That whole facade that they could keep, well, we winning. You can't keep talking about that shit. You scored 18 points today. Wait. 17 points today on your head. 17 points today. You scored 17 points. Your offense stinks. Your defense isn't great. Your special teams has been a savior. Not today. So they're going to start looking to point their finger elsewhere. Got to point it outward now. Don't want to point it at themselves. So you gear up for the hate that's coming this week. Because now they're starting to feel the pressure. We breathing on their neck. We breathing on their neck. Hot ass breath. That hot breath. That hot breath. Put that hot ass breath on their neck. We got our demon back. We dangerous now. If we could ever start forcing turnovers. Shout out to Johnny Newton for the tip. Mikey is always around the football. Good shit happens when you're around the ball, and Mikey seems to always be the recipient of some good shit because he's always around the football. Hey, how about that catch by Luke?
Louie, baby.
Louie, baby! Louie, baby! Yeah. Hey, put some respect on that man's name. We out here beating the allegations. We beating the DEI allegations. We beating the can't win on the road allegations. We beating the can't beat good teams allegations. We beating the Joe Witt Jr. defense allegations. We beating the turnover allegations. It's beat the allegations Sunday. Hell yeah. We beating all charges. All charges have been dropped. You're free to go. Cheers to that. Hell yes. I love it. Anyway, I digress. Big win. Defense stepped up. The Chargers were still 9 of 16 on third downs. That's not good. It's over 50%. The Chargers amassed over 300 yards of total offense. Our second and long defense, God forbid we get a team in second and long. It's the worst thing that could happen to us. Our second and long defense is still atrocious. We are so good on first downs. We are so good on first downs. It's not funny. We are so bad on second and long. That is a problem. If not for the Chargers, not once, but twice having a penalty on second and long, we would have had another meltdown on second down, and we would have been sitting here talking all kinds of crazy. They have to fix the second and long defense. It is not good. It is not good. And I don't know what the explanation for it is. I can't tell you, and I don't even know where to begin. Because it doesn't matter. It's second and 12, second and 13, second and 17, second and 19. It doesn't matter. We're giving it up. There's still a lot to fix defensively. But what did I tell y'all? I said turnovers fix a lot of stuff. Jayden Daniels fix a lot of stuff on defense. Doesn't he? Doesn't he? We had these conversations last week, during the week. I gave y'all the statistics. I said the Eagles aren't good defensively. You know the difference between us, Detroit, and Philadelphia? They're not giving up big plays, and those teams are finding ways to take the football away, and we're not. If we could just find a way to get some turnovers, it evened things up. Well, we did that today, and we gave up 10 whole points. That'll help your scoring defense average. We got a game now this season where we gave up 6, and now we got a game where we gave up 10. And this ain't the Giants. This is Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers. This ain't no chump-ass offense that we just shut down and held to 10 points. Didn't give up a point for the remaining 3 quarters of the game after giving up 10 in the opening salvo. This ain't no chump-ass offense. This ain't no chump-ass quarterback. 5 sacks. Shout out to D.A. Dorrance Armstrong. Y'all better put some respect on that man's name. 5 games, 5 sacks for D.A. Put some respect on his name. We on our way to double digits. We on our way to double digits. Halfway home, and we ain't even through a half of the season yet. Y'all better put some respect on that man's name. I see somebody out there crying, oh, crying, 5 sacks against third and second stringers. I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear no goddamn excuses. You put your JV squad out there, then we gonna bust they shit. Cheers to that. Somebody always gotta have some goddamn excuses. Shut your ass up. Take this goddamn L. We 3-2. Hell you talking about? Our demon is back. Man, it feels good. The vibes are back. The demon is back. Our GOAT is home. We got 5 on it. Don't it feel good? It feels different, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel different when 5 is out there smiling, making plays? Oh, you know, we on demon time when we throwing deep balls to Luke McCaffrey. You know we on demon time.
Lukey, baby.
Lukey, baby. We on demon time. Hey, get Chris Moore off my goddamn feet. I can't wait till Terry is back. That was a touchdown back in the end zone. That was a touchdown back in the end zone. The game should have been over before the Debo touchdown at the end. Should have been over already. It should have been 24-10. Chris Moore, get him off my field. You can't ask Chris Moore to do nothing, man. Just block. That's all you can ask Chris Moore to do. Everybody beat the allegations tonight but Chris Moore. Get him out of here. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. We gonna charge his ass with all the shit that we charged him with over the summer. We are charging him with not being able to catch the goddamn football. He couldn't catch claps in a whorehouse. Lock his ass up. Everybody else, you free to go. Hey, Luke, you free to go. Joe Witt Jr., you free to go. No turnovers, you free to go. Hey, we freeing everybody. Bill, you free to go. They had you in handcuffs. Take the shackles off of Bill's feet so he can dance. I just want to praise him. I just want to praise. I just want my guy to run. I just want him to be free. Take the shackles off my man Bill's feet so he can dance. Let him dance. 111 yards on 14 carries. 2 of them things, not 1, 2 of them things, and another 39 receiving. 150 total yards of offense for B.I. Double. Get them other backs from around me. Our guy is money. We got Bill, y'all. Yeah. We got Bill, y'all. We got us a real running back. A real. We got, dare I say, we have the second best running back in the division. And I'm thinking about the rest of the conference. You got Saquon, you got Christian McCaffrey. Is anybody else better than Bill? Now, I know it's early. I know it's early. I know that sounds crazy. Just think about the rest of the backs in the conference. Josh Jacobs is nice. I'll take Bill over Josh Jacobs. I ain't gonna hold you though. But that's just me. I could be just talking out of the side of my neck. I could be forgetting about 2 or 3 other back. Hey, Jahmyr Gibbs, put him in front of Bill as well. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he's one of the best. Matter of fact, put him in front of McCaffrey. He's right behind Saquon. After those 3, though, I could be forgetting somebody else. That could easily happen. In the NFC, I'm not talking about, because James Cook is a dog. He'd go right up to the top of that list as well, right? I'm not talking about AFC. I'm just talking about NFC. That's it. Tell me Bill ain't top 5. I'll just say that. Tell me he ain't top 5 in the NFC already. I'll wait. Give me 5 backs better than him in the NFC. You can't do it. Bijan Robinson. Put him in ahead of him. That's right. That's 4. Give me another one. Give me another one. That's 4. Give me one more. I don't think you can. You got Saquon, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan, and Christian McCaffrey. I don't think you got another back you can give me ahead of him. Kyron Williams ain't better than him. Hell, you talking about? Out of here. So you would take Kyron Williams? Oh, now you're reaching. All you got to do is say, nah, I can't think of another guy. Anyway, Kenneth Walker he's really good. He's really good. That's a toss-up. Because I still might take my guy over Kenneth Walker, but K9's a dog. He's a dog. But I'm still taking Bill over him. And that might be me just being a little biased, because K9 is like that. They lost today, though. Anyway, I digress. Nah, Bucky, I'm not taking Bucky Irvin. Not Bucky Irvin with his 4.58 speed running at. Nah, I'm good. Bucky's nice. Bucky ain't better than Bill. Bucky ain't hitting no home runs. Nah, it's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit. We got one of them ones at running back too. The game done changed, man. Let's just enjoy what we seeing from Bill right now, because he just getting started. They finally said, hey, we going to turn the reins over to you, young fella. Here you go. 16 touches. I asked for 15 touches in this game. I said, it's time. It's time. It's Bill time. It's Bill time. I asked for 15 touches tonight. They said, Louie T, I got you, bro. Got you, bro. 16 touches for B.I. double. 14 on the ground, another 2 receiving. Every time he touches it, don't tell me you don't feel like it could go the distance. The first guy rarely gets him on the ground. It's tons of yards after contact, and it's so explosive. It's so dynamic. It just looked different. It just looked different. It feels, it smells different. Bill smell like new money. This was a satisfying win, because this restores the good vibes. But more importantly, if you are who you say you are, you a BMF? You a heavy hitter? Prove it. They proved it tonight. Do it again. Anyway, I digress. Let's get to a word from our sponsor. We'll come back on the other side, and we will get to the comment section. But let's get to the skill game, brought to you by Sleeper. The skill game, brought to you by Sleeper. All right. Sleeper is a fantasy, sports, and real money gaming app that focuses on bringing people together through sports and gaming. Sleeper has become the fastest organically growing fantasy platform in the world, with over 6 million active users in 2023. It's 2025. And I bet you that number is closer to double digits now because of people like myself and you all out there who have become users of the Sleeper app because it is so dope. But if you don't already have it, what are you waiting on? There's a link in the description of this video and every single video that I do. Click that link. There you can download the app. If you already have the app, then you're ahead of the game. All you need to do now is use my promo code LTN to get you 100% match on your deposit up to $100. That's right, a dollar for dollar match. You put in 100, they're going to give you an additional 100 to use on the app. And for the month of October, we got an additional promo where you get $20 for free for nothing. Just show up. Just show up, and they're gonna throw you a Dubsky to play with. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I keep it a bean with y'all? I have not checked on my picks all day, and I'm pretty sure none of them hit, right? Which is fine. But let's just take a look and see what happened. So I know for a fact I had Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. I had Keenan Allen, and I had Zach Ertz. None of them shits came to fruition. So I had Lamp McConkey for 5 catches. I knew he was going to catch the football against us. So that one hit. Debo for 67 yards, 67 and a half yards, receiving and rushing. He had 96 yards, which I knew he was going to be big in the game tonight. Bill, the number was 30-something. I pushed Bill up to 50 yards. I just knew he was going to be dominant tonight. I pushed him up to 50 yards. Keenan Allen, anytime touchdown. He almost scored. I told y'all I didn't want this one to come to fruition, but anytime they get into the red zone, that's who Herbert is usually looking for. He tried to hit him in the red zone, and he was crying for a flag that he didn't get. So I'm glad he didn't get it. That if he would have hit Allen for the touchdown, that would have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Herbert would have had his second passing touchdown. Allen would have had his 1, and then it would have just come down to Ertz. Ertz got a Blanco. When y'all seen Ertz with a 0, a whole goose egg with Jayden at quarterback. It's like he dropped that 1 pass from Jayden over the middle early in the game, and Jayden was like, nah, bro, I'll come back to you next week. Ertz definitely pissed me off because I was like, we were struggling at that time, and we needed it. And he dropped it, and people was like, oh, that one was high from Jayden. Bullshit. Catch the ball, Zach. Catch the ball. Jayden, he didn't come back to him not once. I was shocked. Shocked that he didn't come back to him. So, didn't get it done, but wasn't that far off either. I know it looks like it, but it's really not. Like, if he hits Keenan Allen and back in the end zone, great coverage by Quan Martin. Quan had him a fantastic day. Fantastic day for Quan Martin. Like, it's little plays that you don't think about that are huge in a game. Like, I think of every little play. Quan Martin tackling Kamani Vidal at the 2-yard line, smacking his arm down and on the stiff arm and tackling his ass down at the 2-yard line. The Chargers don't get in. Go for it on 4th down, gets tipped and gets picked. Shout out to Johnny Newton. Shout out to Mikey Sanders, the Frozone. But if Quan doesn't make that tackle at the 2-yard line or Kamani Vidal, we don't even get a chance to get a stop. Quan had the pass break up in the back of the end zone against Keenan Allen. Quan had the hit on QJ to force the fumble that changed the whole game. Big game for Quan Martin. So those were my picks. They didn't work out, but I feel really good because the ones that didn't work out were all really Chargers picks, except for Zach Ertz. And again, I'm still flabbergasted at the fact that Jayden was in the lineup and he didn't target Zach Ertz 87 times. He actually spread the wealth around. He went to other guys, including Luke McCaffrey on a 50-yard hit down the field. What a catch by Luke. My guy. Lukey, baby.
Lukey, baby.
We'll come back. We'll take a look at Sleeper later on in the show. Because I had another one that I did on the skill game when I talked about the Commanders. That one, I think, was the guarantee. So we'll look at that one if time permits down the road. But for now, shout out to Sleeper. We'll come back. If you haven't already done so, use the promo code LTN to get you 100% match on your deposit up to $100. That's the skill game. For now, we'll come back a little bit later on in the show.
The skill game brought to you by Sleeper.
So let's get to the comment section. See what y'all got to say. Hey, y'all better talk to me nice tonight, man, because I'm in one of them moods. I need some more drink. I got some drink in my cup. Y'all better talk to me nice tonight. You don't know what I'm liable to say out of my damn mouth, so you better talk to me nicely tonight. That was a big win. I'm on one. I'm on one. Yeah. I'm on one. Yeah. I'm on one. Yeah. I'm on one. Yeah. I'm on one tonight. Don't you piss me off. Don't piss me off because you don't want to piss me off. Hey, the apology box is over here for Marshawn Lattimore, Joe Witt Jr., and for Luke. If you want to drop something in there just to say you sorry, the apology box is right here. All right, let's get to the comment section. Why so serious? Stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB. Mom, you know what to do. Show Why So Serious some love. Welcome with open arms. That's a great question. Why so serious? We just won. Bill is the man. Our demon / GOAT is back. We showed that we really are some heavy hitters, that we are some BMFs. Why so serious? I don't know. That's a great question. Mob, welcome. Why so serious with open arms? Welcome to the squad. Why so serious? Great question. Zay the man. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB for 24 months. Who writes, Scary Terry and Spooky Lukey. Can't wait to see it. Spooky Lukey.
Lukey, baby.
Yeah. It's Lukey, baby. Yeah. Hey, put some respect on my man. Hey, he beat the DEI Luke allegations. I love it. That was a great catch. What? Hey, Sean, could anybody have made that catch? Huh? I'm talking to you. Lukey, baby.
Lukey, baby.
Antisocial Sully. Been a member for 23 months. Who writes, this dub makes going to the Monday night game better. I felt so much better. Shout out to my guy, Ab. Ab goes to a game and it feels like we are invincible. And I said, well, shit, Ab, if you at the game, all of a sudden now I'm feeling a lot more confident about this one. Shout out to my guy, Ab. Shout out to everybody. Mr. Pink, Ab. There was somebody else that told me they were going to the game. And I said, y'all know what to do. I know I don't have to tell y'all what to do, but you know what you got to do. Go get it done. Go get the dub. Go get the dub. Go get the dub. Go get the dub. Bring it back home. And y'all went in there and y'all extracted the dub and you brought it home. Shout out to everybody that went in there on a mission and executed the mission flawlessly and brought the dub back home, man. Y'all are the real MVPs. So you know what you got to do on Monday night. You head into the game. You already know what you got to do. I don't got to tell you, but I'm going to say it anyway. You go in there. You know the Bears want revenge. They out for revenge. Caleb won it. Ben Johnson won it. All the players that was there last year won it. You got ex-friends who done turned enemies like Montez Sweat that want to get us. They want to see us down. We got to show the Bears, just like we did last year. You ain't shit. You ain't never going to be shit. And you ain't coming into our house and doing shit. You done won 2 in a row. You on a little bye week. You smelling yourself. Just like last year, you was 4-2. You went on the little bye week. You came off your little bye week. You was smelling yourself. And then we had to put those boys in check. And it shouldn't have been close. But that's another story for another day. Bottom line is, let's enjoy this one. We'll talk about the Bears. We got an extra day to talk about the Bears, right? Let's just enjoy this shit, man. I'm excited. Let's enjoy this shit. We went on the road and spanked. Belt the ass. Let me take my goddamn belt off. Belt the ass for the Chargers. Let's enjoy this. Celebrate. Russia is variety. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, now that's how you get back into the win column. Say it with your chest, Rush is variety. That's how you get back in the win column. That's how you do it. I can't wait to see the victory video they put out on the social media, because that's a big one, right? I can't wait to see whatever they say, and then DK will go, that's a big one. That was a big one. CJ Shoots photo. Been a member for 49 months. Celebrate. Hats off to Bill, our offensive rookie of the week. Y'all already know what time it is. That trophy, that belt already belonged to Bill this week. Y'all, hey, everybody else that's in it can already just retire. That's our belt this week. After he scored the first touchdown, Miss P, shout out to the legendary Miss P. She already said, well, Pepsi Rookie of the Week offensively is coming home this week. That man scored another touchdown and had 150 total yards of offense. You damn right that shit belongs here. Emeka Egbuka is a thug. He is such a thug. He is just a thug. He's a downright thug. But you know what we do. You know what we do. That's our belt. That's my belt, punk. Jack Taberley. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, wasn't the biggest fan of Joe Witt press conference this week. He didn't take any responsibility. I don't blame him. I said this already. I wouldn't have taken any blame either, because if you keep telling people it's my fault, it's my fault, it's my fault, I got to be better, guess what? They're going to start to believe you, and they're going to start to put all the blame on you. And he said, nah. Now, look, I didn't agree with him not taking the blame for some of the shit that went on, like dropping, our best pass rushers in the coverage. DA had 2 sacks today. Stop dropping DA. All right. Jacob Martin had a half a sack today. Stop dropping our best pass rushers in coverage. Like, he needed to take ownership of that. But I love the fact that he was like, nah, they got to communicate better. Like, some of this shit ain't on me. And I told y'all, if you watch the film, if you're a part of the mob and you watch the film, I told y'all, this shit ain't on Joe Witt. This right here is a simple coverage that if dudes just do their job and communicate, this shouldn't be open. They cleaned a lot of that shit up today. And he pressured. I really applaud him, because last week he didn't pressure Michael Penix. I kept waiting and waiting for him to pressure Michael Penix, and he never did it. This week, he realized early on, I got to get after Justin Herbert. And he did it, and it paid dividends. He says, but was 100% on board with his point on how turnovers happen naturally. That manifested itself tonight. Hashtag HTTR. They did. And you just got to do your job. I know, like, turnovers happen organically, but you can force turnovers too. Like, I watch too much football to sit here and just act like the turnovers are just going to – you can force turnovers. I see teams do it all the time by punching the ball out. Like, Quan got lucky. He just was like, when you play a physical, violent style of football like we did today, good shit happens. And that's why we just need to start flying around, right? But That wasn't a punch at the ball. Like, that wasn't intentional. He just hit him hard. And he got lucky. His shoulder, he put his shoulder on the ball, and it worked out for us. But we got to be more intentional at forcing turnovers. We got to actually seek them out. But you can't try to go out of your way doing somebody else's job and not doing your own job. That's how you get into trouble. And that's what Joe Witt was talking about. And today, guys just did what they were supposed to do. Case in point, Johnny Newton tip ball, Mikey, eyes on the quarterback, ball comes his way. And that wasn't an easy one to catch, right? He tipped it first, and then he bobbled it, and then he caught it. That's huge, because that's the difference between them getting a field goal and cutting into a one-score game and them getting nada. And it's a two-score game with 6 minutes left. Huge difference. You ain't getting nada from us. Not even $1 from us. You get nothing in the red zone. Love it, Jack Taberley. Video channel. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, Lou, hand me my Witt apology form. Man, coach like the rent was due and made adjustments and played McGee. See, this is our first one. We reached into the Joe Witt apology box. We reached into the Joe Witt. This is the Joe Witt apology box. I got kids, man. You know, I got just random boxes around here. I'm going to reach in the Joe Witt apology box, and this is our first apology of the night. It's from Video Channel, and he says, man, coach like the rent was due, made adjustments and played McGee. I appreciate you, Video Channel, for stepping up, putting an apology in the Joe Witt Jr. apology box. Really, it's just the apology box. It's a lot of apologies that could go around. I appreciate you for blessing the apology box, man. That's very big of you. McGee was excellent tonight. I can't wait to see how many snaps he played. He was impactful. Had the tackle down by the goal line. Also in on that play.
Payday pain.
You could argue that Javon Kinlaw played his best game as a Commander tonight. He was everywhere. He dominated the interior of that Chargers offensive line. He dominated. He was a problem. This is why you can't run on the inside against us. I'm watching the Vikings with Jonathan Allen, and they're getting gashed in the run game. And I'm like, man, I remember when that shit was us, because we had Jonathan Allen on the field. And you feel compelled to play J.A. J.A. get moved off the spot. Payne ain't getting moved, and Kinlaw ain't getting moved. It ain't happening. Eddie Goldman get in there. He ain't getting moved either. The only dude you moving is Johnny, and Johnny be making plays. He undersized, but he be making plays. McGee was everywhere. Almost had a sack. He came in a little reckless, but I like the speed, though. And that pressure that he applied led to somebody else cleaning up the mess that he made. Had to put big tackle down by the goal line. Had a tackle out in the flats. Hey, y'all better put some respect on Jordan McGee name. God damn it. Hell yeah, Video Channel. I appreciate you blessing the apology box tonight. Big Dog. Thank you for being a member for 15 months. Bill Kill. They say Debo lost it. JD5 woke up. Look, man. I'm 1,000% with you tonight. I was one of them dudes that was like, hey, this is a 1-year experiment with Debo. We good after this. Hey, look, I know it's early, but through 5 weeks, I don't know. I might have to sign up for some more Debo next year. I don't know. I don't want to have 2 30-year-old receivers on the roster, but por si. I don't know. May have to sign up for another year of Debo. A 2-year deal with an exit ramp after next year. I may have to do it. He's playing really well, guys. Where would we be without him? Hmm? And you know he's an NFC East killer. He ain't even sunk his teeth into the division yet. Just the Giants. He kicked their ass in week 1. He ain't even got to Dallas and Philadelphia yet. Man. Look, man. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Trev. Been a member for 46 months. Wait, hold on. Salute to you, who writes, who else could it be but me, your man, Louie Tee? Nobody does it better. Nobody in the business is better than you. Lou, Uncle Mo had to go see his favorite nephew, Bates, play at SoFi and miss the Cardinals game. JD5 Magic to Bates Magic on second, on 2-yard line. Bates tied it. Look, no, it wasn't a screen, but what it was, boy, the Bills are just selling tonight, boy. They ain't showing the Patriots ain't playing with their ass. Hey, that bootleg out to the flats with Bate as your down flat guy, that's the Kirk Cousins throw, right? Kirk Cousins would always roll out and throw to the down flat guy. That's not the guy you're supposed to throw the ball to. The ball is supposed to go to the guy that's fast to the flats, right? Defense take that away. It's always a guy underneath as your down flat receiver that is usually kind of like camouflage with the rest of the offense, and guys just run by him, and he hits Bates. What a big play that was. We were backed up on our own goal line. What a great call by Cliff Kingsbury. First, I thought he was going to try to run it. I was like, don't do it. Don't run it. I don't have a good feel for a run right here. And he's like, no, I got it. Don't worry about it. We're going to boot, get out to the flat, get Jayden on the move, and we're going to hit Bates for this 9-yard gain. Cliff, after the first 2 possessions, was in his bag. Shout out to Cliff. Shout out to our coordinators tonight, man. Let me give a round of applause for the coordinators tonight, man. Did a great job, both of them. Great job. Layla Brown, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Layla, my girl Layla says, Louie, 2 turnovers. Layla, 2 whole turnovers. They can't say nothing to us. They can't tell us nothing, Layla. We got 2 whole turnovers in the same game. In the same game, Layla. She says 2 turnovers in 1 game. Look at God. Look at God. And the Lord says you got to rise up. We got 2 in 1 game. Oh, hell. It might snow tomorrow. Cheers to turnovers. We got 2 in 1 game. I prayed for times like this. I prayed for times like this. 2 turnovers in 1 game. We must be living right. We must be living right. Reese! Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, I hate how old school our coaching is sometimes. I don't give $1 if a Bill, I don't give a shit if Bill can't block, give him the ball. And I don't know about Joe Witt still. Kinlaw, dog. Hey, I'm not asking you to become like an instant fan of Joe Witt Jr. It's 1 game. But what I'm telling y'all is, and this is what I was saying last week, and this is all I'm saying right now, this defense ain't nowhere near as bad as it was last year. Y'all got to stop with that shit. Cut that shit out. And Joe Witt Jr. ain't Jack Del Rio. Y'all got to stop that shit. And he ain't Joe Barry, and he ain't Greg Minuski. Y'all got to stop that shit, man. What y'all not going to do is do that to my guy, Joe Witt Jr. He got his faults, and he got to be better. And tonight was a step in the right direction, but he still got a ways to go. We still got 2nd and long issues. We still giving up explosive plays. He still got some shit to clean up. But what y'all not going to do is try to act like this defense is last year's defense. Bullshit. Told y'all that last week when y'all didn't want to hear it. Well, I'm telling you that shit now after a goddamn win where we gave up 10 goddamn points and 5 sacks and 2 turnovers. Put some respect on that man's name. The apology box is right over here. Put the goddamn apology in the box. You ain't got to like him. You just mad because he telling y'all how it is. And y'all always get mad because I'm telling y'all how it might be if we could just get some damn turnovers. Anyway, Kinlaw is absolutely a dog. He was a beast. He was a menace inside today. Inside. No pause. He was a menace. Shadow Striker 789. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, started with the comeback with the turnover and ended the Chargers' hopes with a comeback with one. Crazy how that works. Isn't it crazy? We went from the depths of despair, down 10-0 with them driving, to stopping them with that turnover, changing the whole game. Then they tried to come back after the Bill fumble, go get a touchdown and change the game, and we got another turnover to put them away. And then Jayden and the offense said, we got it from here. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the rest. Hey, how about that? That's a beautiful feeling, man. That's a beautiful feeling. To go from no turnovers to getting two. Now, here's the sad part. Because of the Bill fumble, we are still net zero. We're not positive nor negative. We're still zero. We still don't actually have a plus by our name in the turnover margin yet. God damn it. But we're heading in the right direction. That's 2 games in a row where we forced at least one turnover. 2 games in a row. Can we make it 3 against Caleb and the Chicago Bears? Let's see. Joe, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, 2024 draft class won us the game. Ben, only kinda. There have been questions about the 2024 draft class, and a lot of people were starting to look at AP like, hey, bro, this 25 class is hitting. That 24 shit, though, outside of Jayden, I was like, y'all chill out, though. Like, I still believe in Mikey. What up, Frozone? Big play. Johnny with a tip to the assist to Frozone, right? We didn't see Brandon Coleman. He might be a lost cause. We'll see. I'm not giving up on him yet, but it ain't looking good. Chris Paul, he did it again. Chris Paul. There's a lot of things I can say about Chris Paul. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to say, job well done, young man. Luke McCaffrey. Lukey, baby.
Lukey, baby.
Jordan McGee. Bakaka. I'm not saying, I'm just saying that 2024 draft class. Put some respect on their name. That's it. That's all. That's it. Hey, Ben be blocking, man. Y'all got to acknowledge Ben blocking. He ain't catching a goddamn thing, but he blocking his ass off, though. Y'all got to acknowledge that. Zacchaeus Majet III, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, JD5 is back. Hallelujah. They finally fed Bill. And big things happen. Feels good, feels good. Cheers to that. The great Watubi. Been a member for 48 months. Salute. Celebrate. I hope Bill gets most of the carries now. It's going to be a slope. Like, I don't expect him to just go from 14 to 20 next week. Like, they're going to continue to do what they did tonight. They're not going to overwork him. Like, you're still going to see C-Rod get his touches. You're going to see J-Mac get involved. But I think tonight was the passing of the torch, so to speak, where he'll start games. Now, remember, C-Rod started every game since Austin Eckler been out. This was the first game where C-Rod didn't start the game. Bill did. Bill got the first carry, not C-Rod. So I think tonight was them saying, you're healthy. You didn't miss any days of practice. You're ready to go, and we're ready to attach the offense to you from a run game standpoint because we know you are the alpha in that room. We know we struck gold with you. Now you got to go out and prove it every week. And so I do think we've seen the last of C-Rod starting the game. This is Bill's running back room now. Now, again, you're still going to see C-Rod. You're still going to see J-Mac. And J-Mac had a look, put some respect on J-Mac name. 3rd and 9, J-Mac breaks a tackle, runs for a first down, powers through another tackle, gets 11 on 3rd and 9. So we're not going to act like everybody don't play a role because everybody do. Everybody play a role. And J-Mac continues to show that he is worth a lot more than a lot of fans give him credit for. Every time we put J-Mac in a game, it's good things happen, right? Whether he's pass blocking or he's catching it out of the backfield. Remember last year against Atlanta on a 4th down, he had the big catch. J-Mac be doing some things, man. He did it again tonight. Obviously, the Raiders run a couple of weeks ago. J-Mac, that was a big catch and run on that 3rd down. That was huge. Metaphor. Been a member for 49 months. Celebrate! LB, we on your heels. Bill has passed Jaydenator 5. Look, man, I ain't going to talk too much shit to Eagles fans. They just had a historic run of all those games, won in a row. You know, we had our one claim to fame, like, hey, the one loss that y'all had in all them games is right here. But I knew the Bills could take care of business and beat them, and they did. So shout out to the Bills for, the Broncos. I knew the Broncos could beat them. Shout out to the Broncos for taking care of business because it was a little rocky early. They had opportunities. They was missing out. But that defense, if you got a solid defense, you can beat Philadelphia because they offense ain't shit. Their defense ain't great. It ain't trash, though. It's not Denny's. Their defense not garbage. But if you got good defense, you should be able to beat you got a shot to beat Philadelphia because their offense ain't shit. And I knew Denver's defense was good enough to get the job done. And while you bullshitting, the Giants, they're gonna hang in there defensively, I believe. Their problem is they can't score. And that they won't beat the Eagles. They can't score. But they're going to make it interesting early. But the Eagles going to run away late. Layla Brown, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Also, dollar bill, y'all. Yeah. Hey, Bill. Our brother different, man. Get them other backs from around me. Our guy is money. We got Bill, y'all. Hey, that brother is different. Every time he touch it, it feel like it's about to be 10 to 15 yards. Every time. He get it. He press. He stick his foot in the ground. He cut back. He break a tackle. And next thing you know, he come out on the other side of that first wave of defenders. And you're like, damn, he just got 7. Like, every time. Like, when they give this man the ball, this man had 14 carries for 111 yards. Can y'all guess how many yards per carry that is? Let me save you the trouble. I know a lot of y'all didn't go to Harvard. And a lot of y'all ain't mathematicians. That's 8 yards per tote. And that's a legit 8 a tote, right? That's a legit 8 a carry. That ain't some, well, there's a 48-yard run. No. Like, every run feels like it's 6 or 7 yards. He's like that. We got a guy that can get to the edge and turn the corner and score touchdowns. When the last time you seen that? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Hey, we got us a running back, man. Yo, this shit crazy. We got us a running back. This shit crack. Fresh Montana. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Fresh writes, salute, bruh. 5 is back. Your boy is back. Luke is growing up before our eyes.
Lukey, baby.
Harry back with Debo, Luke, Lane, and Tay. Hey, big play Tay. I'm glad you brought him up. Big play Tay Martin. Another round of applause, man, for big play Tay. That's 2 weeks in a row. Tay done had a catch for a first down. I like this guy. Get Chris Moore the hell out of here, man. Pack his ass up. Give me some more Tay Martin, goddammit. Pack his ass up. With Ertz, Bill, J-Mac, and this line, we could do something. This is how we need our D to play. Straight attacking, press man coverage with McGee playing. Again, Joe Witt heard all of our cries this week. He said, we do need to get faster. I said we're old and slow last week. He infused some speed into this defense. Frank, you got screw loose Oos out here running around, hitting everything that moves. You got Kinlaw breaking into the backfield and being a menace. You got Payday Payne out here doing
Payday Payne.
Quan was out here hitting fools. Like Bobby was running around. He had a pressure. But McGee was, to me, the guy that kind of changed things. You saw that this defense was faster. It felt faster because they put 58 in the game. You felt his, as DQ would say, you felt his speed. We did. I like it a lot. Like, this ain't gonna work every week, right? Because every offensive line, again, the true test will be when we play teams with a good like we did what we were supposed to do against a team with a trash offensive line. Every week that we've had an inferior offensive line, we've taken advantage. Week 1, 3, and 5, we've taken advantage. What happens when we get a good offensive? The Bears' offensive line ain't trash, and it ain't banged up. So what are we going to do when we see them? Are we going to be able to get pressure on Caleb Williams? Are we going to be able to make him to hold on to the football? Because, Caleb will take a sack. He'll hold on to the bitch, trying to make something happen. But he also elusive as shit, and if you don't get to him, he'll run for 14 yards in the first down. So can we get to Caleb Williams and sack him? Last year, we couldn't get to him. We just kept letting him get away. Can we get to him? We'll see. But I applaud Joe Witt Jr. for taking advantage of a garbage offensive line, but can you do this against a solid offensive line? We're going to find out over the next month, because guess what? We about to see a bunch of teams with quality offensive lines, starting with the Bears on Monday night. So we're going to find out. Dallas line ain't all that, though. Their line ain't all that. Joshua Farish, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, I was at the game and we made their home our house. I felt the energy from the fans that were there, right? They showed us getting a stop on a 4th down, and it was a fan like, yeah! He was going off. I was like, hell yeah. But I could feel it. Last week, we had it too. Luke made a catch, and they said, Luke. You could hear it. Like, it was just good to take over and actually do something with it this week. So that was dope. Shout out to Jeremy Reeves, too. I don't think I've mentioned him. Revo was all over the speed. And if there's one guy that plays at maximum speed every single snap, it's 39. So we got to put some respect on Revo's name, because Jeremy Reeves played his ass off in this game. Number of tackles. He did have a little mishap with Justin Herbert on a read option where he committed too much to the run, allowed Herbert to get the edge on him. But outside of that, Revo was all over the field. Again, he's another guy that we need playing with his hair on fire, because he's one of them dudes that play at a different speed than everybody else. When he's playing fast, this defense plays fast. We look like we flying around, and Revo was flying around today. So shout out to Revo. Swaggy P, dollar bill, y'all. Yeah. Shout out to Swaggy P. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, my guy. Swaggy P. Right. Cliff finally got my angry emails about using Bill more. I think that both coordinators hurt us this week. Finally, defense turned up. Seeing BSJ getting cooked. That was nice seeing Debo catch the ball on. You know, Rio said some crazy shit. I got to bring this up to y'all because Rio said some really flagrant shit. Right? He said my life. I'm gonna find what he said. I gotta make sure I say exactly what he said. He said, let me see. He said a BSJ pick this week on Jayden would end me. And that was my response to that was, we about to put your ass in solitary confinement for speaking such blasphemy. Like, ain't no way. And Ed was like, bro, it's not physically possible that this man gets an interception. He ain't had but one interception his entire college and a pro career, and Desmond Ridder gifted him that. Benjamin St. Juice ain't getting a goddamn thing. He's ass. Facts. So it was good to see Debo catch one on him and just, they go Antonio, they go Gibby, being Gibby. Oh, shit. His knee hurt. Oh, hell. Damn. Yeah, he holding that knee, man. That ain't good. Prayers up to our guy Gibby, man. Look like he might be done for the season. Cart might have to come out for him. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. Shout out to our guy Gibby, man. Damn. Anyway, he says, defense turned up and seeing BSJ getting cooked. Barbecue chicken alert. I love it. Barbecue chicken alert. This looked like the team from last year. Great win on to Chicago. Hashtag raise hell. This felt like last year vibes. But again, we can't keep comparing to last year. What we got to do is understand that this is a new year and this is a different team. And this team is technically, to me, better than last year's team. So now what we got to do is show that we better than last year's team. Got off to a little slow start. Injuries have really derailed what we were trying to build. But guess what? If you are what you say you are, prove it. You say you're a deeper team, prove it. We've proved it over the first 5 weeks. We've had to go into our depth and get the shit done. Shout out to John Bates coming back. And I don't feel like it's like a stretch to talk about the way we ran the football, John having the big catch down by the end zone to get us out of the shadow of our own goalpost. Bates was huge. It was so good to have him back. Shout out to Percy Butler for coming back. He was good today. It was just good to have as many guys as we could get back today, man. It was really good to see those dudes out on the field. We on to Chicago. I need that, as I always tell you, Swaggy P. I need that on to the next one. We on to Chicago, and we got a chance to make it 2 in a row, something we haven't done all year long. And we got to take advantage of this, man. We got to take advantage of it. GT7, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. First of all, thank you so much for your generosity, man. Salute to you, GT7. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, my guy. GT7 writes, Louie, Victory Sunday. Oh, shit, this is going to spill over into the Victory Monday. You know what it is. I believe we undefeated when Burkhardt Brady called the game. Look, we're not undefeated because we lost in the NFC Championship with those two calling the game. But I thought to myself, they called week 1 against it's crazy because it don't even look like nothing happened seriously to his knee. Good. He didn't have to get carted off. So that's a good thing. We won in week 1 against the Giants. We won against Detroit last year in the playoffs. We didn't have a lot of Burkhardt Brady games during the regular season last year because we weren't like that. But we got them in the NFC divisional round against Detroit, won that game. We got them in week 1. We did not beat the Eagles. We had them in the NFC Championship game. We didn't win that game. But I said the same thing to myself, like, hey, I like when they call the game because usually good things happen for us. Like, it's crazy because every time we on Thursday night, I know Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit think we suck ass because every time they see us, we play our worst game. So they probably think we trash. But every time Burkhart and Brady see us, they're like, yo, this Commanders team, man, they something else. You got to look out for them. Like, so I thought about that same shit. He says, glad the coordinators watched the tape. Dollar Bill ate, and the defense played to their strengths. We are a run-first team. We still need to fix clock management. I didn't think the clock management was that bad today. I thought that the second down and long defense was the biggest thing that I felt like we got to clean up, that we didn't in this game, that is going to hurt us in the future if we don't get it rectified. But clock management, I thought we were fine. At the end of the game, we did a really good job of eating up the clock. I thought, and I like the aggressiveness to throw the touchdown to Debo instead of just running it one more time and kicking the field goal. They went for the jugular. And so shout out to them for that. And then the end of the first half, we didn't execute. And we weren't even supposed to get the ball back. We got lucky because of the roughing the kicker. If I'm not mistaken, that was at the end of the first half. And that gave us a chance to get the ball back. And then we ended up getting the field goal before halftime. So I think that's what that was. I could be wrong. And that could have been in the third quarter. But whatever the case may be, I think that this team is moving in the right direction. From game management, I thought they did a really good job. We still burned the second halftime out, and we got down. We had a couple of delayed games that I did not like. So there's still things that we got. Look, we're far from where we want to be, but you clean these things up with a win, right? That's the goal every week, is to be cleaning up issues with a dub, and that's what we did tonight. So the coordinators definitely made adjustments, and that's huge. That's big time. So you want to see that moving forward, them continue to grow, both of them. This was a big one to go on the road and beat a team like this. Again, I think this is the biggest win DQ has had in the regular season. Obviously, the Falcons win last year to clinch the playoffs was huge. The one against Dallas at the end was nice, but like, this is the best team we've beaten in the regular season, not named Philadelphia. Like, this was on the road. Like, all them games I just mentioned, Sands for Dallas, the second time was on the road. And Dallas they didn't have shit to play for. Like, this was a big one. On the road against a quality opponent. This one felt like a big one. Frank McLaughlin, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, Frankie Baby, aloha, says, Lou, aloha. Yeah, boy. Says, what a game. They finally let Bill loose. He was amazing. The combo of Debo, Bill, and Jayden is killing. McGee was a difference maker today. Stat lines, I might not show it, but he was good. Cheers. No, we know. If those who know. Jordan McGee's presence was felt tonight for sure. 58 was flying around. So anybody who watched the game, and you were right, the trio of Jayden, Bill, and Debo dominated the game offensively. Those were the three guys. That was the trinity offensively tonight. And we felt like that could be the trinity all season long. They just wouldn't turn Bill loose, and they finally turned him loose tonight. So that was a big one. Deshaun Creech, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Deshaun Creech writes, the PTSD with this fan base is crazy. Being disappointed in this team and quitting on this team are two different things. Fraud my ass. Hashtag HTTC. Yeah, this fan base got a lot of PTSD. And look, I understand that. I know. And I get it. But at the same time, you can't get rid of the PTSD if you don't allow this team to show you that this is different. And too many fans are too quick to jump to the worst conclusion, like, oh my God, we suck again. It's the same shit. Ain't nothing changed. No, this is totally different. This ain't nothing like how it used to be. But they so quick to want to jump back to the worst case scenario. Because it's easy. Believing when the shit doesn't look like this linear trajectory to success, believing in this team when they struggle, that's hard to do. The easy thing is to go and cower behind, oh, we suck again. This defense is terrible. Fire everybody. That's the easy thing to do. The hard thing is to stand 10 toes down and, hey, we're going to be better next week. This defense ain't as bad as it was last year. That's the hard thing to do. I'm going to keep doing the hard thing. I'm going to keep doing that. Because the only PTSD, not PTSD, PDSD that I got left is winning double-digit games and making the playoffs for 2 consecutive years. And this team is going to break that for me and get rid of all of the PTSD I got left. That's it. They get rid of that, and you can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me a damn thing. They're going to do it for me this year. Colin Talks Sports. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, I'm not off Joe Witt Jr.'s back yet, but today was great. And I'm not asking you to be off of his back. He's got to do more. 1 week ain't going to change it, but you got to acknowledge when he does well. And you did that. And I appreciate that. Sean ain't had 2 straight good games yet for us. You're not wrong. Week 1, he was good. Week 3, he was good. Week 5, he was good. Week 2, he stunk. Week 4, he stunk. So if the trend holds up next week, he'll be awful. But I'm not subscribing to that. I'm not subscribing to that. Luke, I sincerely apologize to. He nice on kickoffs and wide receiver. Let me go get the box. Let me reach in here and get the apology out. Hold on. Let me open it up. He says, hey, Luke, I sincerely apologize to you. You nice on kickoffs and receiver? Hey, Luke said, he said, you know who I am?
Lukey, baby.
It's Lukey, baby. He said, yeah, I'm nice on both. I can help you on both. I would prefer Debo to still be back there every, now and again, but you can't do that until Terry comes back. So I get it. But until in the meantime, it's Lukey, baby. So shout out to Colin for dropping something in the apology box. Luke sincerely appreciates that, man. He does. A lot of hate was coming his way the last year and a half, we'll call it. So it's good to hear people just like acknowledging that this man then had 3 weeks of impactful plays. So let's just continue to shower this man with love, right? Shower Luke with some love. We love it. Atomic Ant, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, JD always been him. Defense made big time plays. Yes, they did. And yes, he has. And I think that was the most disappointing part about last week. It wasn't the Joe Witt Jr. slander. It wasn't the Marshawn Lattimore slander. I think the most disappointing part was people started questioning the impact of Jayden Daniels. Like, he ain't like that. I had people telling me last week we wouldn't have won the game against Atlanta. He was struggling before he came back. He ain't healthy. He don't need to be out there. If he wearing a brace, he shouldn't come back. I heard all kinds of bullshit. And I was like, who are you guys? You the ops or what? You can't be fans of this team. Not talking like that. Not talking about our GOAT. Ain't no way y'all think this man ain't going to make a difference. He could be 80%, 70%. He's still better than anything else we could put on the field. What are you talking about? He wasn't good before he got what? What? Defense stepped up tonight for sure. Like, we don't win this game without those turnovers. We don't. That first one that Quan forced saved the game. We were getting blown out, bro. Who are we kidding? It was 10-0. We were about to get our asses whooped. Defense definitely stepped up. A lot. Been a member for 20 4 months. F a Charger. We pulled the plug on them boys. That we did. Shout out to my guy, Tones. F a Charger. We pulled the plug on them boys. Put them right out of the socket. No power for them dudes, man. Unplugged their ass. And that was so much fun. 10 points? Wow. Wouldn't have got me to guess. Not me. GT7. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Masterclass. 27 unanswered points. Year 2 players are starting to show up. Jayden needed to see Luke is game ready. That throw showed trust. It did. And I think if you ask me what was gained the most by Jayden sitting down, it was just seeing some of the other guys show up and having confidence that I can throw them the football and I don't have to force it to Zach Ertz 8 times. I can throw the ball to Tay Martin. He going to catch it. I can throw the ball to Luke. He going to catch it. I can throw the ball to Jalen Lane. He going to catch it. And watching Marcus have trust in those dudes, because that's who Marcus normally be throwing to, and seeing those dudes make plays in an actual game, I think instilled confidence in Jayden that, I could throw the ball to these dudes too, and they're going to make plays. And they did that tonight. And so I agree with you. That throw to Luke one-on-one to, in that moment, say, I got Luke one-on-one and I'm going to let it rip. Like, you know how many times Jayden turned down opportunities to throw Luke the football last year? Are you kidding me? That showed the ultimate trust for sure. Atomic Ant, been a member for 31 months. Writes, without Terry, come on, man. JD GOAT. Hashtag HCTR. Without Terry and without Noah Brown. Wait till them boys come back. Wait till them boys come back. It's going to look a whole lot different now that you trust Luke. Now that Bill is a real viable option. Now that you really looking at Jalen Lane as a viable option. Now that you got all these other guys, like there's a benefit. Like you don't want your guys out, but the benefit of dudes missing time is opportunities for other guys to step up. And if they step up in the absence of those dudes and then you get those guys back, the beauty is now you got more guys that you feel comfortable with. And that's where we are right now. You went from, hey, after Terry, Noah, and Debo, good luck, to shit, we'll throw it to Luke. We'll throw it to Jalen Lane, life in the fast lane. We'll throw it to Tay Martin. Shit, if we got to, we'll throw it to Tay Martin. Catch that bitch. So now it's like, okay, we good. We good. We need Terry back, though, because Chris Moore's still out on the field as a domestic terrorist. Like, until we get to a point where he doesn't have to be he shouldn't even be active. Till we get to a point where he's not even active. And maybe he'll have to be because he plays special teams and he does a really good job on special teams. But until he's not in the game offensively, we ain't there yet. Get him off the damn field, and then I'll feel a lot better. Jack Miller, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jack writes, thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, Luke Debo Daniels homecoming game took over the stadium. We are now tied for second in defensive sacks with 15 with the Rams in the league. Again, I told you, this is one thing I know about our defense. We can take advantage of an inferior offensive line. We did it in week 1, we did it in week 3, and now we did it in week 5. What I am not sure about right now, and I think I probably know, is that we're not going to, and this is where Joe Witt has to come in. We have to be better against teams that actually have solid offensive lines. And that's why I'm challenging Joe Witt to be more aggressive against those teams, because we're not going to be able to just rush for and beat teams. Like DA was on one. He was by himself. He was rushing. The Jacob Martin sack. Well, that wasn't a blitz. That was just Jacob Martin beating the right tackle. DA beat the right tackle for us at. DA beat the left tackle for it. They didn't have any tackles. So abuse them. But what happens when you get a team that got their offensive lineman out there and their offensive line is good? When we saw that in week 2, when we saw that in week 4, we didn't do shit. And Joe didn't do shit. The question is, moving forward, when we see teams with quality offensive lines or who offensive line ain't banged up, can we still get pressure? Can we still find a way to affect the game and affect the passer? That's the real question. So I'm not going to allow tonight's game to change the narrative. He's got to show, because I knew we were going to dominate tonight. That's why I picked us. I wasn't confident, but I was confident in 2 things: Jayden Daniels' return and what that would mean and the impact that he would have, and our ability to win up front at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers don't get pressure on the quarterback without Khalil Mack. So I was not expecting Jayden to have to be under duress tonight. That's not the Packers. So I was like, he's going to be able to have time to survey the field and deliver the football. And then we should dominate their offensive line. We should dominate. We should be able to stop the run consistently. We should be able to get after Herbert. And we should be able to win up front on both sides. And we did that. What happens when you don't have the distinct advantage on the defensive line against the other team's offensive line? That's what I want to see, because so far we're 0-2 when we don't have that advantage. And Joe Witt hasn't had his best games when doing that. So that's what I'm looking at. But we can get, I told y'all before the season started, I said, this is going to be a collective effort group. We're going to end up with 50-something sacks this year. I said, it's going to be a bunch of guys, chiming in. And so far, damn, Gibby crying, man. That shit must be bad. I hate to see my guy like that, man. Damn. Man, got tears in his eyes, man. That hurts to see that man like that. That's my guy. I don't even know what happened. It didn't even look like it was anything crazy. That's wild. Ooh, that's 15. There you go. Yeah, that's 15. So I'm not shocked that we tied for second with the Rams with 15. A 5-sack performance tonight will do that for you. It'll do that. But we capable. But Joe Witt got to be willing to dial it up. He didn't do it against the Falcons. It cost us. Video channel. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Luke, Mikey, Newton, and McGee in AP I trust. All 2024 draft picks. all had their thumbprint over this game. All over this game. All had their thumbprint all over this game. Don't forget our demon, our GOAT, Jayden Daniels. It's easy to leave him out of that draft class because we already know what he is, but still, add him in because he's the reason why that draft class is, even if it ain't what you want it to be, it's still everything that we needed it to be. Just Andre, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, committee meeting over Bill is here. Best rookie running back? I don't know if we can do that yet, but I watched Quinshon Judkins have a really good day over in London against the Vikings. He's really good. I think Genty is really good, but I'm here to tell you that he's right in the mix with the best that you have to offer at the running back position as rookies. Put my guy up there in that conversation for sure. Like, when it's all said and done, I think he's going to probably be the one that has the best season out of all of them. But because the Raiders stink and the Browns stink, and so those are two of the better ones. He's going to get the touches, and he's on a team that doesn't stink. So, yeah, I think he's going to end up being the best of that group this year, right? I love it. He outperformed Amari Hampton. Sucks that he got hurt, but we were physical today. What can I say? What more can I say? We were physical today. And again, I'm not looking to hurt anybody. But I don't even know when that injury to Amari Hampton happened. But we were physical today. That's all I know. We were flying around and we was hitting stuff. We was hitting folks. So I love it. JD5, stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB mob. You know what to do. Show JD5 some love. Welcome with open arms. Welcome to the squad. JD5 going commando. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, okay. Wick gets to live another week. Energy was night and day. And at the right time when the cavalry is coming with Terry and Nova. Love DQ for sending a "we good" chill message on that final play. Big nuts. Yeah, that I love that. They didn't just run the ball, kick the field goal. He was like, nah, let's go get the touchdown. We asked for them to be aggressive, right? Is that not what we asked for? We asked to be pedal to the metal, to not be the team that's passive aggressive, to just be getting by, just to get by, just to get by, just to get by. Now, we wanted to be more than that. That 20-10, 3rd and 7, no timeouts left, 2-minute warning, easily could have just ran the ball and ran as much time as you could off, call your little timeout, and kick your little field goal. They said, nah, F that. Take this touchdown on your head. Take this 27-10 beat down on your head. I love it. And Wick gets to live another week. Look, I'm not expecting y'all to do a 180 on Joe Wick. Most of y'all gonna do a 360 on him, and y'all gonna be right back in the same spot y'all was in this past week, next week, right? You just gonna do a complete 360 and be back in the same spot, and that's cool. But again, I just want to hammer home the point that this defense ain't as bad as last year, and Joe Wick ain't Greg Minuski, he ain't Joe Barry, he ain't Jack Del Rio. That's all I'm trying to convey to y'all. You ain't gotta love him. You just gotta acknowledge that this ain't what you thought it was. Mr. Ron B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. The OG, triple OG, Mr. Ron B writes, what up, Lou? What's going on, Mr. Ron B? I think you was at the game, right? You was one of the people that I gave the instructions to, that I gave the mission to, right? Mission carried out. Yes, you were. Indeed, you were. Mission carried out. Coming home with the dub. Victory walk from SoFi. Over and out. Victory is achieved. Coming home with the package. Over and out. I love to hear it, Mr. Ron B. Great job, Ron B. We love you, OG, triple OG. Great job. Over and out. Great job, man. Way to bring it home. Really appreciate you. Red House, not Roadhouse. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. It could be 2 and 55. It's 2nd and 55. And I would still be a nervous wreck. If it's 2nd and 55, you best believe we giving up 53. It's going to be 3rd and 2. What the hell do they be doing on 2nd and long anyway? I don't know, Red House, but I'm telling you right now, it's 2nd and 55. We giving up 53. I can't explain it. I can't explain this shit. JD5, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Who writes? Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, the newest member of the MOBB. I think we catch fire and win our next 4. That's the goal. But as I told somebody earlier in the week, you can't get to, I think that person was like, we about to win 10 in a row. I'm like, yeah, that's nice. Can't win 10 without 1. Can't win 4 in a row without 2. We got the first one. Gotta win again next week. And, I'm a one game at a time guy. So I can't, don't talk to me about Dallas. Don't talk to me about the Chiefs after that. I'm just trying to get the Bears, right? But I'm going to enjoy this one. This was a big one. So I just want to enjoy this one. Like I got eliminated from the survivor pool. I ain't got shit left, man. I ain't got nothing left. I ain't got nothing. This is all I got now. This team, this is all I got. So I'm going to enjoy this shit. Because the Cardinals, fuck the Cardinals. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. But it's up and it's stuck for the rest of eternity. I hate the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, Jonathan Gannon, and he didn't even do nothing wrong. You getting dragged. All of y'all getting dragged into this shit. F the Cardinals. Let's go win 4 in a row. Next up, Chicago Bears. Trevor Patch, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Bates got GOAT at blocking and widen Bill's run hole. Yeah, that was a lot to digest right there. But I will say that Bates is different. Like, he changes the game, bro. We're so glad to have him back, Trev, for sure. Captain Obvious, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Captain Obvious, thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, Bill said, I'm not going to have you blocked for no reason. Look, Bill told the offensive lineman, I'm not going to have you blocked for no reason. I thought that was one of the most G quotes ever. We got some straight up G's on our team. I talked about what Trey Amos said in the summertime. I talked about what Bill said in the summertime. He said, I'm not going to have y'all blocked for no reason. Every run is a movie. It's an event. And we get a front row seat to every one of these joints. And every one of these joints is a movie. Like, really understand. Oh, wow. Really, okay, they might go for a touchdown here. They got a timeout too, so they can run it. Really understand what Bill means to what we're trying to do and how different it is because of his presence. And I hated Austin Eckler getting hurt. I really did. And I said this a million times. But understand that Austin Eckler was in the way. And I really wish he didn't get hurt. But they were going to stretch that Austin Eckler shit out as long as they could. And we just needed to get straight to the shits, bro. Eck was in the way. He really was. And I again, I hate that shit, bro. I hate that Eck got hurt because Eck getting hurt took away some of the things that we wanted to do offensively. But they was going to ride that Eck train as long as they could. They was going to really hold our guy hostage and put him on the bench as long as they could. And that I think Eck getting hurt like fast tracked all of that shit. GT7, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. GT7 writes, we finally have an RB that can hit the edges. Dollar bill, y'all. Yeah. Nah, man. He hit the edge twice for touchdowns. Like, not once, twice. Like, all 3 of his rushing touchdowns this season been him bouncing it to the outside. Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. And ain't nobody got no answers for it. We ain't getting no holding penalties on the shit or nothing. It's just clean Bill running. He different, man. He different. He different. Jacob Cortez, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jacob writes, started Bill in fantasy this week, got me $27. Look, look, a lot of people were snatching Bill up in fantasy, and for good reason. He's different. He's different. He's gonna win a lot of people fantasy games. I see Jalen Hurts with his head down. I love it. Your defense couldn't bail you out this week. Your little 17 points wasn't good enough this week. Yeah. Shout out to Denver. Can we just give a round of applause to the Denver Broncos? About time somebody say, man, enough of this lucky bullshit. And, you know, I was sitting there getting my hair done. Shout out to my wife. Watching the game. And Sean Payton went for 2, and I was like, yo, Sean, you wildin', bro. Kick the extra point. And Sean said, I came here to win, bro. I ain't come here for no goddamn tie. I said, excuse me. Okay, shit. Well, what you got? He said, I'm about to show you. I got a little 2-point special right here. Some shit I had dialed up for these boys. Sit back, watch, and learn. I was like, all right, I'm watching. 2-point conversion is good to Troy Franklin. And I said, oh, shit. You trying to win this goddamn game? He said, you goddamn right. We about to win this bitch. I said, well, what your defense got on it, though? What your defense got on it? He said, you don't know what I got? You act like you don't know I got some dogs over here on the. I'm like, well, I know you got some dogs. But what you really got on it, though? He said, I'm finna show you better than I could tell you. Not only did they go get a stop, get the ball back, they went down, grinded the clock. There was a questionable, unnecessary roughness call. I saw it live. I didn't think they were gonna call it. They did. Cool. Because they got away with some bullshit earlier in the game. So it kind of all evened out. Got the field goal, went up 21-17. I thought they was gonna let these boys catch a touchdown because that bullshit ass 4th down penalty and then the completion to Jahan Dotson and out of bounds. I was like, oh, you trying to lose the game. You ain't serious, Sean. You lied to me, bro. You lied to me because you told me you were gonna win. You lied to me. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So I'm watching it. I was like, man, they about to lose this guy. I told my wife, they about to lose this shit, man. They gonna complete some bullshit. And the ball was right there, and they knocked this shit out of bounds. And I was like, hell yeah. They did their part. Now we got to go show these Chargers they some mark busters. Let's go ride on these fools because they some busters. Let's go get this dub and be 1 game out of first place. And what we do? Rode on them fools like some mark busters. Let's go. Red House Not Roll House says, Bill has that gear we were hoping B-Rob would get. You can't hope for somebody to be faster than they are. B-Rob never had that gear. So that was never going to happen. But this is why people want, again, I didn't want B-Rob gone, but the same way that I didn't want Eck gone, that people wanted B-Rob gone, it's the same reason. We all wanted the same thing. We all arrived at the same spot. We all wanted Bill to be the main focal point of the run game. Like we got there all in a different way, right? But it's all the same. Like people wanted B-Rob gone because he's basic and he would have been in the way. So they wanted him removed from the equation. I was like, hey, Eck got to get out the way. I did not want Eck to get hurt, but he was in the way. But we all got to the same point, which is Bill. You see it. They see it finally. Now we don't have to beg no more. Because like TLC, I ain't too proud to beg now. Now we ain't got to do that no more. Joe Rockhead. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, What more can I say? Top billing. Oh, so you hit it different. What more can I say? Top billing. That's what we got. We got it good. And since you understood, could you? I love it. Stop sleeping and looking hard. I got a great big bodyguard. We love it, Joe Rockhead. Red House, not Roadhouse. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. I think that might have been 3, but whatever. Puka Nakua and Bill proving all the haters wrong. Puka different. Puka different. Like, I mean, Bill a 7th rounder, Puka a 5th rounder, but yeah, them dudes. Like every now and again, you get players that just, for whatever reason, get passed over, get overlooked, and then they come in the league and they show everybody what it is. So it's all good. I see Saquon talking about some shit. I don't know what he's talking about. Last 5 drives, 0 points. I love it. I love it. They first 7 drives, 17 points, last 5 drives. Because you got Jalen Hurts at quarterback, and he's a basic. You know what I love about Jalen Hurts? It's either like a big play or it's a sack. He gets so much time back. He like a spoiled brat. Either he gonna get this 6 seconds to throw the ball so he can be back there, or it's got to be like zero coverage, zero blitz where it's one-on-one and he could just throw it up to his receiver and he throw a beautiful deep ball. But if it's complex at all and he got to break the shit down, he can't. He don't know what the hell he looking at. And he gonna hold on to the bitch and take a sack. That's why I love it. You got to make it easy for him. If it ain't easy, if it ain't an A.J. Brown slant or an A.J. Brown stop or some sort of AJ or a go ball to Devontae or some, he don't like, he ain't processing shit. But he can read like, oh, they blitzing. I got one-on-one. I know where to go. And he'll eat your ass alive. But I watched Denver just do what I've seen Kansas City and other teams do to him. Tampa Bay blitzed the shit out of him last week. No answers for it. He still can't. Like, the only answer for the blitz is I'm going to throw it up to my guy. But if he don't get the time to do that, he got nothing for you. Their offense stinks. Their offense stinks. Joe Rockhead. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? It's Bill Maddock. I see what you was doing there. Ab, my guy, Abner Duran. Ab, I gave you a big shout out earlier. My guy, Ab. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB rights. My man, Lou. Hope you and your family are doing all right. Likewise, as always, Ab. Happy to deliver, bringing home the dub. We did it. Brought home the dub. The package is secure. I'm in transit with the dub. Over and out. Great job, Ab. Knew you could do it. Every time. You one of our best agents at getting the dub. Great job once again. Over and out. Safe travels home. Ab, we love you, man. You, my guy, are you are a cheat code. When you're in attendance, you made me feel so much more confident. You was like, yo, I'm at the game on Sunday. I told you I wasn't super confident, but I said, if Ab is there, we finna win. Celebrate! Shout out to our guy, Ab. Thank you for the 50 spot. Thank you for your generosity. Can't thank you enough. And thank you, most importantly, for bringing that joy home. That dub is everything, bro. It's everything. You brought it home. Shout out to you. Swaggy P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? No Mikey offsides equals Chargers get held out of the end zone. Again, no Mikey offsides, and the Chargers are 0 of 2 in the red zone, and they get held to 6 points today. Now, again, we don't know how the rest of the game would have gone. Like, would they have been more aggressive down, 10 or 17-6? Maybe. But yes, looking at the game and just isolating that one situation, they were going to kick. They were kicking a field goal. Mikey had no business jumping off sides right there. That was a dumb offsides penalty. Not on 4th and 5. That close, like, that's stupid. You're right. Without that penalty, they might have been the Giants. And they might have been a 6-point game for the defense instead of 10. Still proud of those boys for only giving up 10 points. Craig Harrison, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Craig Harrison writes, when Joe Witt is consistent, then talk to me. Hey, look, I hear you, bro. But here's what you can't do is you can't put him in the same category with Jack Del Rio. You can't put him in the same category with Joe Barry, and you can't put him in the same category with Greg Minuski. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And this defense ain't last year's defense. These are my very reasonable requests from you guys. That's it. I'm not telling you got to love Joe Witt, that you got to be saying, no, Joe Witt is good. It's one game. You're not wrong for asking for consistency. He hasn't done that. Every other week, he's been good. And every time we see a solid offensive line, he's struggled. You are absolutely in the right for asking for consistency from this man. All I'm asking for is for y'all not to go to the other end of the spectrum when things don't go the way you want them to. That's the easy, low-hanging fruit thing to do. Just don't do that, is all I'm saying. Because it's not that. That's all. That's it. You're not wrong. CGM87, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, we're without 76, 17, and we ain't bitching about injuries. You can't. I've said this already. Ain't no reason to bitch about injuries. Like, everybody got them. The Cowboys played without 4 offensive linemen, 4 of their starting offensive linemen today, and CeeDee Lamb. I get it. It was the Jets. I don't care. Nobody wants to hear your excuses. Find a way to go out and get it done, right? Don't nobody care you don't got your number 1, number 3 receiver. You don't got your starting right guard. Don't nobody care about that. Don't nobody care about all the different things you've done on your offensive line this year, all the moving parts you've had. Don't nobody care about none of that. Don't nobody care that your starting safety, free safety, or your starting safety, strong safety, is out for the season. Don't nobody care that your starting defensive end is out for the season. Don't nobody care that one of your running back contributors is out for the season. Don't nobody care. Everybody got their own shit they got to worry about. Don't nobody care about your injuries. Just find a way to get it done. That's why last week sucked, because we can sit here and make excuses, but that was a game there to be won. Go win it. It don't matter who didn't play. Go win the game. And we didn't get it done. Good to see them do that this week, though. Joe Rockhead, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Joe Rockhead writes, Krosky Merritt fans equal the billions. I see what you did there. Hey, I see what you did there. Nice. The billions. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like it. Christopher McLaughlin, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, Chris, writes, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Hey, Lou. Oh, thank you for being a member of the MOBB. That's what I meant to say. Hey, Lou. Hope all is well with you and the fam. Likewise, as always. My guy, C-Mac, writes, FYI, in the Dan Quinn era, the team is 11-3 when they score 27 or more points in a game with the win. I take back my comments with the Eagle L and the division and the number 1 seed in NFC still in play. Thoughts? So, yeah, I thought it was still in the play last week. And when you asked me that question, and like, it was too early. First of all, the Eagles haven't been impressive. That was number 1. Like, for as rough as things have been for us to the 2-2 start with all the injuries, all the things we've dealt with, the Eagles haven't been. The Eagles could easily be 0-4 right now, or 1-4, excuse me. I'm trying to think. I think they had one game where they were pretty dominant. Have they had that one game? I'm not sure. They could have lost. If CeeDee Lamb catches the ball, they lose to Dallas in week 1. In week 2, who'd they play? Trying to think about who they played in week 2. Kansas City. Yeah, and if Travis Kelce catches that football, they probably lose that game, right? But they didn't. And again, these things didn't happen. So it is what it is. Week 3, I don't remember who they played in week 3, but I feel like they won that game like pretty solidly. Then week 4 was the Rams game, right? No, week 3 was the Rams. Should have lost that game, but they won, right? We all know all the reasons. Week 4 was Tampa, and they played well in that game, but they also could have easily lost if Tampa didn't turn it over 16 times, have a block kick for a touchdown, et cetera, et cetera. Like, Tampa had every chance to beat them and didn't do it. So they could have easily started the season 0-4. Instead, they were 4-0, and like, that's what good teams do. That's what championship teams do. They find a way to win, right? We can sit here and talk about what the Eagles don't do well, but they find ways to win. They didn't do it today. But to me, this is the start of them finding ways to not win games, because their schedule is tough. They're going to play a lot of good teams that can find a way to beat them with the way they're constructed and with the way they're, conducting business. So I never thought we were dead because I don't see them as a dominant team. That was number one. Number two, I figured Jayden's going to be back. We're going to get our shit together. So, here we are, one game out of first place. It was all doom and gloom last week. LB was posting the record of the division, and they were 4-0. We were 2-2. We were the closest team to them. He thought he was about to run away with some shit. Now you fast forward a week, and we within a game of first place. We're within a game of first place. Like, I was never, ever worried. And I always told you my goals for this season never have shifted. Win the division. The only thing that's no longer within reach is Jayden MVP. You can't miss 2 games and still win the MVP. That ain't happening. But everything else that I want, still within reach. Win this division, answer all the critics on Jayden year 2, sophomore slump, all that bullshit. All that shit is still within reach. Make the playoffs, get a home playoff game, number 1 seed, all that shit that I've been talking about, all of that is still within reach. Again, I don't know if any of that shit's going to happen. But the fact that we have those type of, and this is the thing, and again, our fan base is so fickle. It's last week, oh, the sky was falling. Oh, we aren't good. We're not a playoff team. We're not winning this division. Don't talk to me about number 1. All that bullshit. I heard it from all the fans. No, not all. Most of the fans. And look, 1 win doesn't change everything. We still got a lot of things we got to work on, but we got Jayden Daniels, bro. And that's always been my stance is as long as I got 5, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Ha ha! You can't tell me nothing, bro. Because with him in the lineup, I got a shot every week. I don't give a damn who the opponent is. This defense is better than it was last year. So if I got 5 and I got a better defense and really a better supporting cast around them because we can finally get healthy, you get a healthy Terry, you get a healthy Noah, you get a healthy Sam Cosmi in front of him. What are we talking about? You got Debo out here balling? Like what? We got a chance to be really problematic. Really problematic. So, yeah, I think we can win this division, but that never wavered for me. So today didn't change the way I felt about us winning the division because I told y'all last week after a loss, when the sky was falling for most people, that I felt like we could still win the division and that we could still be in the mix in the NFC. So, yeah, all of that shit is still in play for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but all of that shit is still in play for me. And it never wasn't in play for me. So, Yoshi, been a member for 11 months. Really appreciate you. Who writes, Lou, I ain't gonna lie, I'm guilty. The book of Bill. It's all good, man. Just drop something in the apology box. That's all. I ain't asking for much. Just drop something in the apology box. Bazinga. There's a lot going on in that name. We're just gonna go with Bazinga. I know that ain't quite it. Because I see what it is. But we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that. We're gonna call it Bazinga. We're gonna shorten it, right? We're gonna put all 3 of those words together as one. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes? Diallo Watts, been a member for 38 months. Salute. Who writes? Southeast Sean had a fumble recovery and a real quiet game out there tonight. Hey, the apology box is right here for anybody that wants to make use of it. Okay. JD5 is back. See if the Bills could take the lead. Josh Allen out of the pocket. He can throw that away. Now we need Joe Witt Jr. to stay aggressive. Can't wait to bring out the belts against the Bears. I agree. I feel like you need to be aggressive from the jump. I don't think you can wait to try to be aggressive. and allow a team to get into a rhythm. You get aggressive, you stay aggressive, and let that be that. So I felt like it took him too long to be aggressive against Green Bay. I felt like he never got aggressive against Atlanta. He was aggressive early after the slow start, and he stayed aggressive. Curtis Samuel, touchdown. Hey, Kurt Cole! Hey, buddy! CGM87, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. All right. I'm convinced Ron called first quarter defense and our real coaches took over. Bill amazing. Luke breaking out. Witt did a lot better, and Quan turnover. And you know, Ron was calling the game for Westwood 1, so maybe Ron had a little bit to do with the slow start, but eventually we snapped out of it. And yeah, Bill was amazing. Hey, Luke, that's 3 games in a row. I think that would classify as a breaking out. Witt did a lot better. He did. Thank you for acknowledging that. And Quan, I thought Quan had a strong game. He had the tackle at the 2-yard line to preserve the touchdown that ultimately turned into an interception. So they got nothing out of it. He had the forced fumble. He was around tonight. Quan was out here flying around. So shout out to Quan Martin, man. I was very disrespectful of Quan. So I too have to drop something in the apology box. But I've already apologized to Quan multiple times tonight, man. So guilty as charged. My hands were behind my back, man. But Quan did a number tonight, man. I'm really proud of him. I need him to stay aggressive the remainder of the season. C. Yerke, been a member for a month. Really appreciate you. Who writes, if you are who you say you are, prove it. It's simple. See, Yerke? If you are who you say you are, prove it. Red House, not Roadhouse. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, St. Juice was our 12th man on the field. Y'all leave BSJ alone, man. HTTC for a lifer. Bill equals Clinton Portis 2.0. The Clinton Portis we got never had the kind of contact balance that Bill has. The Clinton Portis that Denver got is next level. We never got that Clinton Portis. We got him for one play. That was the 65 or 63-yard run against Tampa, his first carry, and then Joe Gibbs turned him to a 3 yards and a cloud of dust back. So, and Clinton, make sure we say this, was one of the best pass protecting running backs in NFL history. So you also have to put that on his jacket if you're going to start trying to compare them to. Like, Bill ain't there. But Bill is such a dynamic force with the ball in his hands, man. Lattimore dived on that ball like his contract was on the line, LOL. That's because his life with y'all fans was on the line, and he knew it. Like, he had to really build up some good will with y'all because y'all been killing this man, and he don't deserve it. I'm champion. He didn't get the pick 6. There was a ball out there into that left flats. Well, it was more up the field, but the receiver had fell down, I think, and I didn't know what defender was closest to it, but nobody caught it. But I was like, yo, was that my chance at the pick 6 for Marshawn? But he got a fumble, man. He got his hands on the football, so I'm happy for him. Brandon McCloskey, thank you for being a member for 49 months. Celebrate! I was told Debo is fat and slow. He's been our best receiver. Shh. Don't tell nobody. All right? He's supposed to be fat and slow. Let's let that narrative stay there. All right? Don't tell them nothing. They'll find out when they encounter him on their own. Don't say nothing. Bazinga! Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Bazinga writes, that missed tackle from Louisville pissed me off. It pissed a lot of people off, including me. But I just like the way he was flying around. But yes, I need him to make that tackle. He missed a couple of tackles early in the game. Supposed to blow that boy, pause. But Lattimore and Joe Witt still on my shit list. I get it. But all I ask is that you bake in tonight's performance from them. You bake that into the equation when things don't go well. You got to remember that it's ebbs and flows to this, and they're going to have weeks where they're not great, but it's not as bad as y'all try to make it out to be. That's all. But I hear you, Bazinga. Derek B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Derek B writes, 10-0 LA. Defense stood on its own and forced a turnover. That's what we need from them. Not hide behind the O, like you said. Demand better. Loved kill shot to Debo. I love that as well. I don't want the defense hiding behind the offense. I've advocated for them to force turnovers, to get off the field on third downs, to get off the field on fourth downs. I've advocated for that, but our offense has to do a better job of sustaining itself. The defense, we can't ask the defense again. The Chargers had 34 minutes of time of possession in this game to our like 25. It was almost another 10-minute difference. Like, we can't keep asking the defense to do this shit every week and expect these types of results. That's not fair to them. The offense has to carry its own weight. They can't come out slow and leave the defense out to dry and then hope the defense forces a turnover. And then all of a sudden we rejoice because the defense did some shit. The offense has to be better. From the word go, from the opening kickoff, the offense has to be better. So, look, we're going to give up points in the first quarter. The offense, other teams' offenses are going to score in the opening possession of the game. We can't go 3 and out and put the defense back on the field and expect the defense to just be good. We got lucky today that Quentin Johnston didn't hold on to that ball after he got smashed by Quan Martin. He don't fumble that ball. We having a totally different discussion right now. We probably not having this discussion we having right now. It ain't about the offense hiding the defense. It's about the offense carrying their weight. They still not doing what they need to do from a time of possession standpoint. But I love the tempo. I felt the tempo today. And I absolutely love the kill shot. That's what I'm talking. When we say aggressive, be aggressive. That's what it is. 20-10, you're up. You kick the field goal, go up 13. But why? When we can make sure the game's over by going up 3 scores. No matter what. Justin Herbert would have been in the game still if it was 23-10. 27-10 is Trey Lance time. Put him to sleep. That's what you do. I love it. I love that shit too. Christopher McLaughlin, my guy. Double up. Thank you for doubling up, C-Mac. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Chris, writes, boy, these Patriots is not playing with their ass tonight. They in a fight. He writes, hey, Lou, 3 questions. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Which players do you expect back again in the Bears? Cosme, Terry, and Noah, and why? We're getting close. I don't know if I expect any of them back. If I were to guess, I would tell you Terry is the closest of the 3 to be back. But there's no guarantees. I still think, as much as I want Cosme back this week, I still think it's the Cowboys game. I've been saying that since the summertime. I was advocating for week 1. I was all in for week 1. But I was like, if it ain't week 1 and he end up on the PUP list, my thing was, if he didn't end up on the PUP list to start the season, if he didn't end up on the PUP list, then he was going to be back in week 3. As soon as he ended up on the PUP list, I said week 7 against Dallas. That's what I circled. So that's where we are. I would love to see all 3 of them back. And the fact that they were out on the side field this week during practice with the media seeing them, laying eyes on them, we got to see those dudes stretching. That tells me they're getting closer and closer, because when you're really hurt and you're a ways away from being back, they don't see you. The media doesn't see you during the stretching portion of practice. You're not even out there. So that means we're getting close. But I still think we could be one more week away. But I'm gonna speak it into existence and say that Terry and Noah are back. I think Sam is still gonna be week 7 against Dallas. But he practiced all this week full. So How many weeks do they need to get him back to like football shape? My guess is 2 weeks. So this week, next week, and then he'll be ready to come back against Dallas. But I'm gonna say Terry is back for sure. Noah is the one. I don't know, right? But I would love it if the whole cavalry arrives for the Bears. That would be nice. 2 and 3. Who's the best team in the NFC if the Eagles? Who's next? So you got to put the Eagles at 1. Have to, even with the loss today. Tampa Bay, I still think is the second best team. They went to Seattle and won a shootout. That was really impressive. So I think the Buccaneers are the second best team in the conference. I think the 49ers are third, even though I still have my doubts about them. They're 4-1, and that was a big win on the road at LA. That was huge. Got to give them credit for that. So I would put the 49ers third. And then I think the Packers, even though they're 3-2, I think you still have to give them credit, or not 3-2, excuse me. They're 2-1. I still think you have to give them credit for what they've done early in this season and the teams that they've beat. So I think you put them fourth, and then I think we're fifth right now in the NFC. So that's how I see the conference. I could be leaving out a team or two. The Rams are really good, but you got to find a way to win close games, and they haven't. So they easily could have lost to the Colts. Should have lost to the Colts. So I'll put us ahead of them, but they're really good too. If you wanted to put them ahead of us, I'm listening, but I'm not putting them ahead of us. So Doug H. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes. Oh, excuse me. Somebody said Detroit. Yes. Detroit, I think, is second behind Philadelphia, and then Tampa Bay, and then San Francisco, and then Green Bay, and then us. So we're sixth in the NFC. Thank you for catching that. I told you I probably left somebody out. So we're sixth, and you could make an argument for us being seventh if you wanted to slide the Rams in front of us. I'm listening. I'm not willing to do that without an explanation, but I'm listening. My ears are open. So, yeah. Doug H says that beat the Chargers finally. Beat the Chargers streak finally since 2013 with RG3. We hadn't beaten the Chargers in quite some time, and they had a win streak against us at home as well. We always struggle with the Chargers, so that was a big one. We streak breakers, though, so I expect nothing less. I expect nothing less. We could mess around and have no undefeated teams. Like, y'all got to understand, Mike Vrabel ain't playing. Like, these Patriots finna be a tough-ass team now with Mike Vrabel as their head coach. And so we are messing around and Drake May, I try to tell y'all this, he the real deal, man. Drake May out here playing ball, man. Y'all gonna stop. Y'all put some respect on his name. All right. I'm glad we got Jayden, but Drake May is going to be really good. I think that entire draft class of quarterbacks that went in the first round has a chance to be really good. And I'm going to just say this, and I said it before, keep an eye on Spencer Rattler. New Orleans stinks. He is not the reason why. He is not the reason why. So that whole draft class of quarterbacks, I think, has a chance to be good. CGM87, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? I called out Witt and Quan. They performed. So this week, Revo's turn to get right. Monday Night Football. I was harsh on Kinlaw contract, and DQ has him at his best. A lot of people. You weren't the only one that was talking shit about the contract they gave to Javon Kinlaw. I just thought, like, who knows him best than the people that were here? From Daryl Tapp to AP to all the people that were in San Francisco with him. I just felt like they knew what he was about, and the fact that everybody was just like trying to throw dirt on this man's name without even seeing what he was about was crazy to me. So I'm glad he out here balling, man. And sometimes it's just about the fit and where you at and feeling like you want it and you belong. This is a really good spot for him. It really is. GT7. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes. I knew Debo had skills, but wasn't aware he's an elite off-field teammate. Real supportive with the rooks. You would have known more about Debo's personality if you watched the Receiver Show on Netflix. He struck me as a really good teammate. They wouldn't have brought him here if he wasn't. No, you got to understand who our general manager is and how they operate. If you're not a good teammate, they're not bringing you. That's the first thing you got to be. Like, they want good football players, but if you're not good for the locker room, like a lot of people like, we should bring CJ, GJ, and no, they're not bringing his ass in here. They're not bringing no cancers in. The first thing you got to do is, the first box you got to check is you got to be a good teammate. You ain't checking that box, you ain't on this squad. So I'm not shocked that he's really good with rookies and his teammates in general. Not shocked by that. Leno Ryan Benvenite, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, thank you for being a member of the, oh, I already said that. He says, hell yeah. SoFi was lit and full of Washington fans. You could see it on television. And I heard it. Mission accomplished, bringing home the dub. I extracted the dub. I have it in tow, returning to home base with the dub. Thank you for that. Over and out. Bringing home that dub. With 5, we never out of the fight. Aloha. Yeah, buddy. Says celebrate. Celebrate. Aloha. Love it. Leno Ryan Benvenite. Aloha. When we got 5, we got a shot every week. And that's, again, I don't be saying much. I'm just trying to state the obvious to y'all sometimes. Like, some of y'all just, it's crazy how down y'all get after a loss. The sky ain't falling every time you lose a game, man. We was never going 17-0. We was never going 17-0. Art by Rapid. Been a member for 14 months. Who writes, you think we re-signed Debo? Who? Debo. I'm going to just tuck mine in. Or he says, and do you think we get anyone at the trade deadline? No, we're not looking to add anybody. We are who we are this year. You can't get younger. You can't get more athleticism. You can't do all the things that you want to do as a team if you keep giving away draft picks. So no, we're not doing anything at the trade deadline. But Debo being back is definitely, like, again, it's a young season, a lot of football left. We got to see what happens. But if this shit keeps up, yeah, you definitely want to have Debo back next year for sure. D-Boy Trucker 78, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. D-Boy Trucker 78 writes, paying dues and ties. Have we finally dispelled the sophomore slump rumors? It's too early for that. There was never any credence to that for me, but it's still people out there that they not sold. That's cool. I'm not tripping. Have we finally beat a team in the NFL deems solid? That we did. That we did do. Survey says yes, and that was the number one answer. Let's continue to stay solid. Hashtag HTTC. Facts. That's all we gotta do. Just stay solid, man. We ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. ABJ's wise and strong. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. All right. 3-2 dubs. HTTW. What you sipping, Louie? LOL. I got some drink in my cup. We just gonna call it some drink. First of all, don't be calling me Louie. All right. I'm good. Oh, he threw a pick. The Patriots ain't playing with their ass tonight. Corey Kidwell, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Corey Kidwell, thank you for the super chat. Derek B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. All right. Only Washington can score 27 answers and give us adjective. Look, They scored 27. We feel great about it, but we know good and well that that game went a certain way because of certain things happening. And a lot of it had to do with the Chargers being complicit with their behavior. But again, that's not our problem. Our job is to take advantage of their mistakes. They made them. We took advantage of them. And that's it. That's all we got to worry about. But yeah, no, it was crazy, right? we had 27 points, and even like once we scored 27, the game was over. We knew it. But when it was 2010, a lot of people wasn't still like, oh, we won the game. If they would have kicked the field goal, like you still would have had some fans on edge, straight up. Right. Corey Kidwell, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Are you still out on Reeves as a safety? From your guy formerly known as the director of Fredericksburg's Fieldhouse, I like what I'm seeing. Oh, okay. Shout out to you, man. It's been a while since we chopped it up. No, so I wasn't necessarily out as Reeves as a safety as much as I was like, you got to put him in. Again, my biggest thing wasn't I'm out on any particular player as much as it was you got to put guys in positions to succeed. The only play that Revo made tonight where you went, Louie Tee, I thought you said he couldn't do that. He broke up a pass. I want to say it was in the end zone. I think that pass to Keenan Allen was Revo. He broke up a pass in the end zone, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember who it was against. It might have been Keenan Allen. But outside of that, everything he did was down around the line of scrimmage, out in the flats. We know he can do that. Put him in those positions to succeed. Don't put him in coverage where he can get cooked and toasted and roasted. Lied and lied, like died and laid to the side. Red beans and gravy. He ain't too lazy. Don't put him in those positions. I thought he was in positions to succeed. I thought Joe Witt did a good job of putting guys in positions to succeed tonight. So, shout out to him for that. But, you know, Revo definitely played well tonight. I was proud of him. I'll just say this. I wasn't the Commander King that wanted to throw Revo under the bus. That wasn't me, right? But Revo has his limitations, as do a lot of players that we put on defense. And you just got to know. Like Bobby got limitations. You just got to know what positions you could put Bobby in. We didn't see Bobby running with no tight ends or running backs today. Good. You learned your lesson. Let's keep it that way. Monty Willis the fifth. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Or Monte Willis or Wills the fifth. Excuse me. Monte Wills the fifth. Writes, when this defense can get pressure on opposing QBs, it takes pressure off the secondary, and we are very effective. Isn't that what we talked about? Isn't it? I mean, I swear that's what we talked about. Like, it goes hand in hand. Like, that's as old as time. You get pressure on the quarterback, it takes pressure off the DBs. The DBs can cover a little bit. It gives the pressure enough time to get there. Like, they go hand in hand. When one does its job, the other one gains confidence, and then all of a sudden, it's a trickle-down effect. So, you saw that tonight. ABJ's wise and strong. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, our running back room / running game equals best in the league. I won't go that far. I've said some crazy shit tonight. I know I have. But the Lions are so good. And there's probably another 1-2 punch out there. I don't know if there's a better 1-2 punch than the Lions, but I'm pretty sure there's some other teams that have really good running back rooms. I like our running back room. I know that. I like our running back room. I love Bill. Jack Miller, been a member for 22 months. Who writes, get the defense rolling, we be unstoppable. That would be nice, but we got a long way before we can just get this defense rolling. Like, we probably a year or two away from that. But what we can do is we can maximize the guys that we already have and get the best out of what we have. And that'll give us a chance to compete every week if we maximize the guys that we already currently have. And remember, Jonathan Jones comes back at some point. Like, we so banged up, you forget we got a bunch of stuff that ain't available to us that we gonna get back at some point, right? Corey Kidwell, stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB mob. You know what to do. Show my guy Corey some love. Our guy Corey some love. Welcome him with open arms. Welcome to the squad, Corey Kidwell. Glad to have you on board. Monte Wills the fifth. Stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB mob. You know what to do. Show Monte Wills the fifth some love. Welcome with open arms. Welcome to the squad, Monte Wills the fifth. Boy, Diggs is trying to make sure he get at these boys at Buffalo, boy. This must be his first game back because he is going ape shit. And I kind of lamented over whether, because they was giving me a deal on Diggs, and I was like, nah, I'm going to pass on it. Even though he had his best game as a Patriot last week. Well, he following up. He kicking their ass. Video channel. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, I need to see a game ball for Anthony Lynn. Shout out to Anthony Lynn, man. Shout out to Anthony Lynn. Anthony Lynn got these running backs out here playing ball. Roland Edward. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, Roland Edward. We're going to get a quick word from one of our sponsors, come back on the other side, get back to the comment section.
Sleeper. Sleeper is the best way to experience and connect over sports together. It's a one-stop shop for all of your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat in the games in real time with other users, get the fastest scores, blazing fast news and alerts right at your fingertips. Play in fantasy leagues and win real money on picks contests. So enjoy sports the way they were meant to, together. Download the #1 sports app today. Predict the hottest football stats like passing yards, receiving yards, touchdowns, interceptions, and much more to cash in on your daily fantasy football skills. Use promo code LTN and Sleeper will match your first deposit up to $100. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. Sleeper.
Shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this stream. Bazinga! Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, it's crazy how Jayden changed his shoes, but he started to cook. He slipped on that one scramble with the pink shoes on, and he was like, these ain't it. And he changed back to his regular shoes, and from that point on, he was a demon. He was a different dude. We've seen him do that before. He did it in the New Orleans game, too. Like, you wear one set of cleats because you want to look cool and you want to be flashy with them. And then you realize, all right, I'm doing too much. Let me go to the Old Faithfuls. He put the Old Faithfuls on. Yeah, they weren't as clean. They weren't as flashy as the pink joints for October and breast cancer awareness and all that. Put the black joints on. They was like the black Air Force Ones for him. It was all business after that. Roland Edward. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, Zero Pepsi Rookie of the Week. You already know what it is. Y'all already know who it is. Everybody else know who it is. Doug H. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Doug H. Who writes, Von Miller said that this past week in practice, Quan had 3 interceptions on a Thursday, and he asked him while on the mic to confirm the day. Manifestation. Well, he ain't have a pick today, but he definitely had an impact on this game. That's for damn sure. So, Quan is a guy that I challenged this week. I called him out. You know, I don't call out a lot of players, but they've been really talking about Quan, talking him up, just like they did Jordan McGee, and I hadn't seen it. I saw it today. So I want to see more of that from Quan moving forward. Corey Kidwell. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Corey Kidwell. Really appreciate the Dubski, man. Thank you so much. Going Commando. Been a member for 41 months. Salute. Who writes, the legend of Bill. Cliff finally heard us. Finally. Hallelujah. Finally. Our prayers were answered. Cameron Nix, stand up. You are the newest member of the MOBB mob. You know what to do. Show Cameron Nix some love. Welcome with open arms. Welcome to the squad, Cameron Nix. Diggs is digging in their ass. They scored a touchdown here. Buffalo is in real trouble. Not fake trouble, like real trouble. Martin Matthews, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Double M, thank you for the super chat who writes, hey, Lou, I'm so tired of people saying we won because of the other team's injuries. Well, hell, we have injuries too. Last week, no one told Atlanta they won because of our injuries. Tell them, Louie. Yeah, that's not an excuse I'm willing to allow to skate. Everybody got injuries. Everybody dealing with some shit. You got to figure out a way to win. The Chargers O-line issues are a thing. That's a real thing. But you got to find a way to figure it out. The Cowboys had 4 offensive linemen out tonight. Or today. And they scored 37, damn near 40 points. So you just got to figure the shit out. You got to figure it out. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Because don't nobody feel sorry for you. Don't nobody got sympathy for you. We got all these dudes out. We got guys out for the season. Guys that ain't coming back. Austin Eckler ain't coming back. Dietrich Wise ain't coming back. More likely than not, Will Harris ain't coming back. Don't nobody care. Touchdown. Don't nobody care. Figure the shit out. Bill's in trouble. We about to have no undefeated teams in the league. Patriots is not playing with their ass. Mr. Washington, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Mr. Washington writes, Luke's brother Christian left some of that good McCaffrey juju for him on the field after his performance on Thursday. Hey, we'll take all of it. If you got some more of that, where that came from, we'll take it. We'll take all of it. Hell yeah, Mr. Washington. Going Commando. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, Luke has arrived. Terry's absence expedited it, but he stepped up. Eyes on you, Senate. Also, J-Mac is highly underrated. Guess turnovers do come in bunches. I don't know if 2 I would consider bunches, but hey, look, when you've had none the first 3 weeks, and then you got your first one in week 4, and then you get 2 in week 5, I guess that is considered bunches. So who am I to tell you what the definition of bunches is? I'll take them. Anyway we can get them. I was shocked. The first one we got, I was like, wait a minute. That was we had the ball. Oh my, wait, did you see it? We got the ball. Is there a flag? Is there a penalty? No penalty? It's ours? Oh my God. The second one, I was just like, oh, y'all in y'all bag today. Y'all showing off. We might not get another turnover for a month. Y'all showing off today, though. Whatever the case may be, I love it. I was so happy that they went out and got it. So I'm just pleased at where we are right now. But we got a lot of work to do. We'll see if they come in bunches. Get another 2 against Chicago, and then I'll believe that they come in bunches. J-Mart, been a member for 47 months. Salute. Almost at your 4-year Annie, who writes, the statement win we needed. That says a lot, HTTC. Yeah, that was the statement win we needed. That was the one where you start to point to, hey, we can do this. No excuses. Figure it out. That was the one. And to win by 17, like I thought this was going to be a heart palpitation type, win where last one with the football, Matt gave field goal late, that type of shit. Nah. I got to watch the Seattle game comfortably. I got to watch my survivor pool pick go in the dumps comfortably. I got to watch the Cincinnati-Detroit game comfortably because our shit was decided. GT7, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, JD undefeated against Justin. I heard something like that. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I know he beat him when he was at Oregon and JD5 was at Arizona State. So maybe there is some validity to that. I don't know how true that is or not, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Jeff Antonio, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jeff writes, hey, Lou. Do you think they're holding Bill back as the starting running back so they can unleash him later when the opposing defense is worn down? Might also help to keep him healthy, right? HTTR. Yeah, I don't really subscribe to that notion of holding him back for later. Like, I'll use this analogy of the survivor pool. Like, I debated between Indianapolis and Arizona, and I picked the wrong team. I picked Arizona, and I literally told one of my best friends, don't ask the Arizona Cardinals to do nothing. And I know I shouldn't ask them to do nothing. But in my mind, I said, if I can get away with Arizona this week, when are you ever going to have another chance to pick Arizona and feel comfortable? They're playing Tennessee at home. If they can't beat Tennessee at home, you're not going to ever be able to pick them this season. Indy going to have more opportunities for me to pick them down the road. So instead of me taking the short thing, which was Indy at home against Vegas, I went with Arizona because I said, I'm not going to have another shot at Arizona. You know what happened? Arizona lost. I'm eliminated. You can't save Bill for later in the season. You don't know what's going to happen to Bill next week, 2 weeks from now, a month from now. It ain't no saving nothing for nothing. Let's balls to the wall and we'll ball till the wheels fall off. I don't think they saving him. They didn't trust him in certain instances, et cetera, et cetera. I think now, though, they realize he's the best they got, and he's going to help unlock this offense. And that's why you saw them play him as much as they did tonight. I don't think they were holding him back because of anything. So I think we could put that narrative to rest. So Hunter Hodovic, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, Double H, says, T! What up, Hunter? Hope all is well. Likewise. Unfortunately, I had to work today, so I missed the game, man. I'm pretty sure you got it recorded. You need to watch it. But I caught the rerun. Okay, cool. Holy defense. And Bill, 150? Yeah. That happened. All of that happened. 2 TDs? Yeah. Yep. All of that happened. He says, fire seeing JD5 looking good and Luke is nice. Feels good, man. Feels good. It does. It does. But it was 1 week and we got to do it again. And that's the key, is do it again. Like, this wasn't no fluke. Let's get hot. Let's reel off 3-4 straight. But you can't do that without doing one first. Well, we got that one. Now let's go get a second one. Oh, 15. That was dumb. Dumb. Corin Smith, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, do we extend Payne? He was the man today. I don't know.
Payday Payne.
We got you on 2 of those. Double up on the same super chat. I don't know if we extend Daron Payne or not. He keeps playing like this year, and I think you have to extend him and keep him along this defensive line. He would have earned it at that point. But we can't say that after 5 weeks. But if we had to make a decision after 5 weeks, we would say yes. And I don't think this is just strictly Payday Payne. I think you got Kinlaw next to him. You no more Jonathan Allen. He don't have to eat all these double teams by himself. Like, it's different now. So I think this is who you're going to see him be moving forward. Just Andre, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? You think Bill could be a top 10 running back? I'm wrong on Luke. Got another entry in the apology box. Let's read it. This is from Just Andre. I was wrong on Luke. Thank you. Not quite the Anita Baker I was looking for, but I'll take him any way I can get him. All right. Do I think Bill can be a top 10 running back? Absolutely, I do. You already know how I feel about him. Be right. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Oh, look at you, Be right. White shut. White shut. White shut. Yeah, I got the white shirt on. White shut. White shut. You already know what it is. If I got the white shirt on, you already know what time it is. Funny boy Roddy. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Funny boy Roddy writes, what's your thoughts on Carson Wentz? I mean, he's Carson Wentz. I really don't have any thoughts on him. He orchestrated a great touchdown drive, the game-winning drive today, but he's still the same Carson Wentz that I knew in Washington. But this is the thing. The quarterback whisperer in Minnesota is exactly that. And Wentz is playing better than he played here in Washington, but he's still got the penchant for taking sacks. He's still the same guy that if you don't protect him, he'll do stupid shit with the football. None of that is changed. You can't take that out of his DNA. But what has gotten better is he's not in his own head. He's not the guy that's going to, at the first sight of trouble, going to melt and going to self-destruct. He's a little bit mentally tougher because of the road that he's gone down with Kansas City and now I think he was with the Rams, Kansas City, and then now the Vikings. He's probably in a better headspace, but you ain't winning shit with Carson Wentz. That ain't changed. Kenny Butts, been a member for 12 months. Shout out to you for your 1 year, Annie, who writes, I've got 5 on it. Yes. Yes, you do, Kenny. Metaphor, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Metaphor writes, Bill has arrived. Buffalo got his name in end zones. I see what you did there. I heard your jokes. Okay, I see what you're doing there. I like it. I love it. I love it. Let's see if they get in the end zone here. It's a first down after the tush push. Now let's see if they get in the end zone. They need 7 here. They gotta go for it. This is 4 down territory. JP, our guy, John Perez, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, JP, writes, epic win today. Are we giving Debo an extension? I don't think you give Debo an extension, but I think after the season is done, I do think you map out what a 2 touchdown. Okay, Bill's right back in this game. Let's see now. Game pressure, real game pressure has been applied to the Patriots. You are up 10 now. You only up 3 if they pin in the extra point. Now let's see what they do with it. Like real game pressure has been applied. I think you do give Debo a 2-year deal after the season is done. With some good money up front and an exit ramp after 1 year in case you're not happy with what 30-year-old Debo looks like. But contract Debo has always been elite Debo, so you always got to protect yourself. But yeah, I'm right now, I'm all in for Debo back in 2026. But let's just see what the rest of this season looks like. Let's not jump to any conclusions. Let's not jump the gun. But through 5 weeks, he's been the best player on the offensive side of football. I think we can all agree on that. So let's just continue to see if this keeps going in the direction that we're in right now. CGM87, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. CGM87 writes, first quarter had me thinking we were going to be the Braves of the NFL. Had to troll you. I heard your jokes, CGM87. I heard your jokes. Ha, ha, ha. Very funny. But we got our ish together. Now for a winning streak. That's the type of time I'm on. Like, can we turn this into 1 turn into 2, 2 turn into 3, 3 turn into 4? Next thing you know, you look up once 2 and 2, now 6 and 2 on the season. You know, that's the type of time I'm trying to be on. But it's one at a time. We had to get this one, and we did. Now, can we find a way to win at home versus Chicago? They looking for revenge. They want to beat us bad. Ben Johnson got a nasty taste in his mouth. Caleb Williams got a nasty taste in his mouth. That Bears defense from the Hail Mary last year got a bad taste in their mouth. They want to beat us. We can't let it happen. We got to go out there and go get it done. CGM87, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you once again. CGM87 writes, DQ makes adjustments our previous coaches never did. And again, this entire group instills confidence in us that never did exist with the last group, because we could never count on them to do the right thing or the smart thing. That was never a part of the plan with those guys. So it just feels good to have, as we've said many a times, it feels good to have real adults in the building, right? Real adults in the building. Jose Martin, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jose Martin writes, Armstrong is balling. Yes, he is. And I just want to make sure that the respect that he has earned is being given to him. 5 sacks in 5 weeks. He's killing it, and he's playing so well. And I envisioned him having double-digit sacks, but the way he's playing right now is next level. This is why I was so angry last week when Joe Witt Jr. had him dropping into coverage. Not to say that he never had him dropping into coverage this week. He probably did have him dropping into coverage. You do that with your pass rushers sometimes. We weren't getting any pressure on the Atlanta Falcons. You can't have your best pass rusher dropping into coverage. It's stupid. I would prefer to see Dorrance Armstrong rushing the quarterback, because he does that quite well. And I'm glad he's on our team, because he's absolutely balling. Big Money Sonny, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Thank you for your generosity and the generous donation, man. I really can't thank you enough for the love. Who writes, Lou! What up, Big Money Sonny? What up? Just showing some love. Can I get a 5 on it with some bill on it? I don't know about with some bill on it, but you can definitely get, I got 5 on it. Got a quarterback we can keep. I got 5 on it. There goes Terry running deep. Hopefully we see that soon. I got 5 on it. He stay avoiding all those sacks. I got 5 on it. Don't you wish he was your quarterback? Back. He was so back tonight. He stayed avoiding those quarterback sacks tonight, and he was a huge part of the reason why we won the game tonight. So shout out to our GOAT being back in the lineup, man. It was so good to see him out there smiling, having fun, and doing the things we know he can do to help us win. And Bill was tremendous. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I expect Bill to be doing this on a consistent basis moving forward. So Hunter Hodovic, been a member for 42 months. Salute to you. Who writes, like the live, y'all. Y'all heard him. I like where we at right now, but I know we can do so much better. It's 970 of y'all out there, 500 and almost 80 likes. Hit that like button. Like, continue to support, right? Really appreciate y'all. Big Money Sonny, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. My guy, Big Money Sonny writes, hold up, someone brought up top 5 dead or alive, Lou. Oh, shit. Here we go with that again. You know what, though? Our quarterback is actually eligible for you to use that line, and it actually makes sense. You used to use that shit for anybody. Heineke, Wentz. It didn't matter. Top 5 dead or alive. That was some bullshit. Now it actually resonates. It actually has real meaning to it. So if you want to run it back, you can, because we actually got a guy that's top 5 dead or alive. So feel free. If you want to go down that road, you can. I won't stop you. Just Andre, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Just Andre, thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, I was very disrespectful. Apology box. Apology box. Let me grab it out. All right. Let's see what we got. This is from Just Andre. I was very disrespectful to Luke. LOL. He proved me wrong. He deserved to be drafted. Wish we had more outside Bill runs. So shout out to Luke for getting some love from Just Andre, who admitted that Luke deserved to be drafted. He didn't actually say where. He just said he deserved to be drafted, which is enough for me. I'm not here to be the draft police. Thank you for your candidness and your honesty, and thank you for dropping something in the apology box. Really appreciate that. He says, wish we had more outside Bill run. I get nervous anytime somebody bounces a run to the outside because holding penalties usually happen. He is so effective, though, that his shit is so smooth that we don't get holding penalties. And usually when a dude bounces a run outside, as Bill often tends to do, you get a holding penalty attached to it. And we just haven't. Let me knock on some wood. I don't want to, speak that shit into existence, but he did it in week 1 against the Giants. He did it twice tonight. I'm in awe of his ability to do that and guys to just not get holding penalties. So hopefully that continues. But it's just so much fun watching him do what he does and be so dynamic in doing so. Joseph's Journey. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Joseph writes, Bill has a unique running style, or is that just me? It's a little unique, but it's not like Le'Veon Bell, like slow playing it, almost coming to a complete stop, patience type shit. But it's definitely like patient, explode, right? And so he definitely has a little bit of that to his game, but he's just dynamic. He's just dynamic. I'll say that. He's just dynamic, Joseph. So anyway, that is going to do it for me, your man, Louie T. That was the last comment. I'm going to let y'all watch the end of this Bills-Patriots game, which has been so good to this point. I'll let you watch the end of it in peace. I'll be right back after that game meets its conclusion, and we'll talk about the outcome of that game. And if you are Commanders fans and you want to hijack that stream by talking about us, I'm all for it. I'm still in a great mood, still in great spirits. Big win by the Commanders. So excited. 3-2. One of the bigger wins on the road. First road win of the season. One of the bigger wins in general for DQ in his tenure. Oh, that's a big Sunday night game. Lions and Chiefs next week. That's awesome. That's a big one. And we on Monday next week. So they bringing the heavy hitters out in week 6, right? We on Sunday. The Eagles on Thursday night. We on the Eagles, the Chiefs and the Lions are on Sunday night, and we on Monday night. So they bringing the heavy hitters out next week on primetime. So that's pretty huge. Anyway, I digress. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Commanders are now 3-2 after the 27-10 win. Who would have thought we would have dominated this game the way that we did after the start that we got off to, down 10-0 in the first quarter, being dominated in every aspect of the game. Huge Quan Martin forced fumble changed everything, and from that point forward, the Commanders never looked back. Scored 27 unanswered points in the game. The defense forced 2 turnovers, created 5 sacks in the game, was able to really neutralize the Chargers' offense, never really let them get going. 1 of 2 in the red zone, and the only one that they did get in the red zone was because of a penalty on 4th down by Mikey Sainristil. Otherwise, now he didn't catch that inbounds, and it's a flag on the ground. It's a flag anyway. But ultimately, we made plays today on 4th down. We got off the field. We made enough plays to not only win this game, but win it convincingly going away. Love the aggressive nature of DQ and Cliff at the end of this game to not just run the football and settle for a field goal, but rather, he did have his feet down, but rather, go for the jugular, go for the knockout blow, which they ended up getting. And so this was just fun all the way around, and can't wait to see if this team takes the momentum that they built from having Jayden back in the lineup and seeing what he was able to do, and ultimately build on this and let's parlay this into a win streak. But one at a time. Got it going. We'll talk more about all the things that transpired in the game tomorrow, but just enjoy the night, man. We got an extra day to celebrate, so we get to celebrate this all the way till Wednesday. Our work week doesn't start till Thursday because we play on Monday night next week. So just enjoy this shit, man. Love it. One game out of first place. The Eagles are right there within sight, and celebrate. We just went in on the road, won by 3 scores. Bill got the share of the carries, dominated. We got one of them ones at running back. We got one of them ones at quarterback. We like that. Or do you love that? Either way, we doing this thing. So glad that the team got it together, gave us back our vibes. We was missing Jayden Daniels being out there. Him being back was huge. Can't thank him enough for coming back and bringing our joy back because we needed it. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the game. I'll see you guys later. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Celebrate! 27-10. Commanders win on the road over the Chargers. Get to 3-2 on the season. Massive road victory. Peace.